Are we live? Are we live? Dude, someone made a dono. Someone made a dono when I didn't even go live yet saying hurry up, and it came through my computer and it absolutely terrified me. Someone just made someone made an offline dono and I heard it. That really threw me for a second there. I was a little bit spooked. No, someone just made a dono saying hurry up. I could see it there. It was like Anon, like someone anonymous. Like, bro, he made a dono thinking no one would hear it and it actually jump scared me. GG. What am I doing right now? I'm doing your mum. Oh, I need the link to put onto Twitch. That's right. All right. Let me put this on Twitch. What's up, people on Twitch chat, YouTube chat? How we doing? There we go. Got it. Nice. Pipe down. What do you mean? I didn't say anything. Yo, we got 20 viewers on Twitch. I fell off. My fall off needs to be studied. When is Deltarune? Maybe tomorrow. The problem is, dude, if I play Deltarune, I need to start on chapter 1. You do realize that? You do realize that? I need to start on chapter 1. I need to do all of it from the beginning. Why does everyone want Deltarune so much? Why does everyone want Deltarune so much? How many of you are furries, man? Come on. There's so many other things going on in the world instead of Deltagoon. All right, we'll do it. We'll do Deltarune tomorrow, okay? We'll do. I tell you what.
Pyro cynical. You said the other day you'll stream 5 nights at Freddy's 1. Today is the day, my friend. Time to man up, furry boy.
I don't want to play it. I'm scared. I actually don't want to play it. I'm not giving in to peer pressure from chat. I'm not doing that. But I can't play it, dude. I'm too scared. I can't do it. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. I'm going to regret this deal. I'm really going to regret this deal. Why am I making deals with you guys anyway? Like, I don't understand why I'm doing this. Like, it's my stream. Why am I the one that has to make these deals? Right. Okay.
Pyro, can you say my friend Boblu is washed on R6?
Boblu's washed. Boblu's absolutely washed on R6. Thank you, Unruly, for the 10. Thank you, Appin, for the prime. Okay. I am prepared to make a deal. I am prepared to make a deal, okay? We'll do React Andy this stream. Okay. We'll do React Andy this stream. And then tomorrow, I play Deltarune or I play FNAF, okay? Okay, is that a fair deal? Is that a fair deal? I don't want to play FNAF. I'm scared of it. I'm genuinely terrified of it. Imagine that. Like, bro, my profile picture was like Foxy the Pirate and I'm too scared. What do you mean, no? That's the best you're going to get. Either say yes or I never do it.
Play Outer Wilds, homie.
Outer Wilds? That game's goated. That game is so good. I love Outer Wilds. Very good game. All right, one guy said deal. I don't understand why you guys think you have so much power. Like, it's my stream. I don't understand that. Also, you know what's really funny? I've got a sponsored video lined up for Pyro Live, and I know I'm absolutely going to get lynched for it. But it's good money, and we're using it to fund Fear and Hunger. But I'm still going to get lynched for it.
You could try Subnautica, also which main channel videos next?
Subnautica's a little bit bed, I won't lie. It is a little bit bed. The next main channel video, it's your mum. 5 nights at your mum's house. It's Fear and Hunger. We need you to play Tomb Raider Anniversary. I didn't know someone in chat was actually based. Wait, Tales Beyond the Tomb. Oh, for fuck's sake. Never mind. Never mind. Bruh, I thought you said an actually based game there. What is that? Tales? What is this? What is this slop? Is this the game that made Jacksepticeye cry?
How about another $100 to play Five Nights at Freddy's? How about React Andy tomorrow and Five Nights at Freddy's 1 today? No excuse, my friend. Time
what
to
do you
man
mean,
up.
no excuse? What do you... I promise was never formed. Why do you guys think you run this stream? Why do you think you run this stream? He's a coward? Yeah, I am. I don't want to play it, bro. The game's fucking scary. I don't want to do it. My voice is breaking because I'm that nervous. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow. I promise tomorrow. I promise tomorrow, okay?
Hi Pyro.
Should not be saying that. Should not be saying that.
Now I can give it all to you again. Yippee.
Thank you, Marina, for the 10. I appreciate it.
Pyro, it's nice to finally catch a stream again ever since I got the J-word job. Have a good Sunday and I'd goon to your pics in the work bathroom.
Thank you, Pyro's #1 gooner. My most normal fan there, ladies and gentlemen. What do you mean the game is scary for 7-year-olds? No, it's jump scares. I don't like jump scares. Every video I've made on the main channel, I always say, I don't like horror games. The story's cool, but I don't like playing them, bro. It's not even like it's Corey Kenshin where it's like, oh, that was funny. It's like, I sit there in pure terror. I'm like that cat in the second Harry Potter film that gets petrified. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay, we'll do FNAF or we'll do Deltarune, okay? We'll do one or the other, okay? Should not be agreeing to this at all. Should not be agreeing to this at all.
Pyro, the type of guy to be scared of Five Nights at Freddy's, but will play something like Slender. Come on, brother.
No, I played Slender the Arrival. That isn't scary, though. It's just a white guy chasing you, like, ooh. Oh. Oh, no, don't come near me, Slender Man. Oh, he's telling me about a video essay that he saw. Ah, scary. Nah, like, FNAF is actually jump scare heaven, man. I can't do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh my god, don't give me $100, man! This peer pressure is crazy! Here is $100 for FNAF, as I said. Just so you know, it wasn't an empty deal.
Glad to catch the stream after a long weekend at work. Hope you do play FNAF tomorrow.
Thank you, Penny, for the 10. I don't want to play it, man. Horror games scare me.
Put estrogen in your sparkling water, little man. Or should I say little girl? Anyways, can't wait to give you back shots of doom.
Right, skipping that one. Skip. Ah! Alright, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do FNAF tomorrow, fuck it. We'll do Freddy 5 Bear tomorrow. I should not be agreeing to this.
Game you've never played and it's the main game be so far. Still waiting on the shipwrecked video, pal.
Shipwrecked? Oh, yeah. Well, we're doing Fear and Hunger at the minute. We can't do anything else until Fear and Hunger's out the way, donkey. We can't do it. Aye. We got so much happening with Fear and Hunger. Yeah, because I'm going...
really scared of 5 Bear.
Thank you for the 25 released on parole.
Are you aware people in the UK only have to pay £7 for TTS?
Thank you, Neat. Ooh. Ooh, nice try. Nice try. No. Nice try on that one. Timmy, I'm emailing your mum that you used the credit card again. I like this, man. I love streaming. I love streaming. Like harassed by chat for not playing game. And then they're betting me to say the N-word. I love it. Thank you, Raven, for the 12 months. The year of slut. Been watching since I was in middle school, and now I'll be graduating with a bachelor's next year. That is crazy. Thank you, Chimsky, for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Don't ever step foot in Taunton, or you will see God. Thank you, Pyro's Mind, for the 10. Oh, shut up, man. I'm skipping your fucking don't know.
I will stream it tomorrow. The next day. 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 I will stream it tomorrow.
I'll stream it tomorrow. I'll stream it tomorrow. I will stream it tomorrow. Someone in chat said at least he's consistent. Yeah, time that guy up. Time that guy up. Time that guy up. 5 minutes. Thank you, Mike, for the $100. Thank you. Play FNAF. You were. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tomorrow. Will you stream it tomorrow? Oh, Frappolo, not you too. Piss off. Go away. They don't encourage them. You've got a check mark. You do realize that. It's like moths to a flame. They'll just regurgitate anything you say. It's not a scam. It'll happen tomorrow. Bruh, that's going to be the worst Monday of my life. Hope you're doing well, Frappolo. Frappolo, if anyone doesn't know, Frappolo has been giving me a lot of help with the Fear and Hunger video, which I appreciate. He is a lore master. Okay, all right. I will do FNAF tomorrow. I'm not doing it today because my beg of an editor needs me to watch more content for Pyro TV. I say watch like I don't even react to it. It's over. It's over. I gotta watch videos, guys. It's really hard.
Today,
how much for you to stream it today? $10,000. I said that last stream. $10,000. $10,000 and I'll stream it right now. If you don't give me 10k, I'll stream it tomorrow.
Saying, Dolan Dark would play 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, could you imagine Dolan Dark playing 5 Nights at Freddy's? He gets jump scared and he goes, oh, well, that was scary. Oh my god. My heart actually skipped a beat, you guys. That was truly insane. I think I would fucking form cobwebs on my face before I would find anything interesting that guy uploads. Thank you, Baconator, for the 34 months. I don't think anyone has asked this yet. Will you play FNAF? Ban him. Just ban him outright. He's a member for 34 months. I don't care. Just get him out. Get him out. Thank you, Unruly, for the 10.
One last thing, mate. Can you also say my friend Serbia is washed in PvP on S14?
FD Serbia is washed in PvP on S14. What is that? Season 14? Play System Shock? I want to, but no one gives a shit. I've been playing that off stream. I've been having so much fun with it. Oh, the game is cracked. Oh, it's so good. No one cares about good games anymore. If there was a Nicki Minaj skin, they go wild. They'd be like, oh, it's a good game. Right, shut up.
Me when I lie.
Not, thank you, Nick. Can we stop with that bit, man? Stop it. I give the 10. Idiot. Alright, so your mum's getting touched tonight. Anyway, I said already, we will do FNAF tomorrow, okay? FNAF tomorrow, for fuck. We will do FNAF tomorrow, okay? Okay? Are we happy? I do not... That's the last game I want to play in my life, man. In my life. I'm going to have a heart attack.
Editors for not playing today equals just joking. I'll be looking forward for tomorrow.
Thank you, Nick M, for the bruh. What? You psy-up in me. Like, that's
Hello,
not... That's just a
Pyro.
normal guy's
Big
name.
Fan. Can you say I will stream 5 Nights at Freddy's tonight, guys?
No, because you'll clip it and put it on the subreddit. Shut up. But thank you. I will play FNAF tonight for the... Oh my god! Skip. Ban him. Ban him as well. Ban him as well. Ban him as well. Why was that his name? Why was that his name? I'm hiding the activity. I'm done with
did
this.
A couple of
I'm done with
on
this.
The Hitman games. Remember you really liked those games, but haven't covered them in any way in some time now. Games fell off for you? Maybe play the new Elusive Target or Freelancer for a stream.
Real OGs know when I played Hitman Blood Money with the fake deep voice.
Games. We want you to play FNAF today.
Thank you, retards, for the... Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to slam my desk right now, but that means readjusting the camera, and I can't be asked. I'm that depressed I can't even clip farm. Thank you, Annan, for the 10. Thank you, Meows, for the
Kermit,
prime.
You an actual baby.
I will pull the trigger. No, I can't. I actually can't do that. It'll get the stream taken down. All right, be quiet. Shush. Quiet! Dumbledore said calmly. Thank you, Nick Saw, for the 9 months. Okay, FNAF tomorrow. There you go. You win, idiots. And now I gotta message my thumbnail artist if I can... This is the last dono I'm actually acknowledging this entire stream. Thank you, MLG Anderson, for the 5.
Pyro, the type of guy to be like. Guys, I'm scared of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Also Pyro, makes an MLG video of it. No excuse, my friend.
I think it was because... Your mum. Okay, yeah, your mum. Yeah, whatever. Thank you, MLG, for the 5. He made more fun... He made more from all those FNAF donations than I made this whole month. No, God, no. Have you seen the title of this stream? Being a streamer is very hard work. You don't get it. You genuinely don't get it. You'll never get it. You'll never get how hard my job is. Genuinely. I love capitalism. Thank you, Chicken Burger, for the 6. Don't even step foot anywhere apart from Birmingham, or you will meet your end. Tread lightly. What is with these vague threats? Thank you, Ritalin, for the 1. You got the R-Pass. I have Tism. Yeah, streaming is very hard. Right, be quiet. Be quiet. 9 to 5. I can't... I'm having a brain stroke right now. Wait, new server blight's out. Is it? Liars. Chat's just lying today. Chat's just lying. You guys know that like lying constantly is a very bad show of character. You're not a very trustworthy person. Anyway. 9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. Which is harder? I mean, being a streamer is very hard work. You guys don't understand. It is very hard work.
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing...
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
is
chill.
dangerous. You would have to actually
Saying bet, by the way.
have to go to work.
No. Being a streamer in FaZe is really hard, bro. Like, I gotta wake up. I gotta take Ritalin, even though I don't have ADHD, just so I can focus, because I've been smoking so much weed. It's really hard, bro. You don't get it.
Went to school, and still...
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
You're drunk. You're high. You're hungover.
Credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Are you D for the 5? I'm scared of FNAF isn't helping the trans allegations. Okay, so I'm scared of FNAF. That makes me trans. The levels of cope. We're actually entering like there's like an ozone layer of cope.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Mail carrier.
All right, so my argument here.
Respectable job, respectable job. Hang on, let me move the camera up here actually, so the funny text doesn't get blocked. Thank you, Stoke-on-Trent, for the 10.
Pyro be like, lying is bad. Also Pyro, I will stream 5 nights at Freddy's tomorrow.
I will stream 5 Nights at Freddy's tomorrow. And I'm going to have your mum. I'm going to have your mum sat behind me the entire time. Look, let me get a little stool out.
Job application.
Nah, wait a second. You know what I'm going to do? I got a little stool here, right? I got a little stool. That's where your mum's going to be sat on tomorrow's stream. I've invited her over. It's going to be a great time. Might make it a members-only stream. Shut up. Round 1, Lacey. Lacey's cultivated a substantial multi-platform audience with nearly 1.5 million Twitch followers, over 1 million on Insta, 2.3 on TikTok, approximately 217 on X. So he's got the most amount of followers on TikTok, so... he's got the most amount of followers on TikTok. Jarvis, let's do a bit of background research here. What we got? Oh, it's mostly stream clips and stuff.
For a Lamar Jackson edit.
How does that work?
You just take your hand like this, and then you go like this onto the camera.
I got it.
They're saying that was the wrong hand, Vic. They want you to cover.
There's no video game references, no Breaking Bad references. I don't get it. It's too normie for me anyways.
Is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9-to-5? Facts.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get
That
up
was
every
copyright?
Day, you go through the motions.
It was like 5 seconds. It's fine.
You don't have these, you know.
Nah.
Maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm
You know for a fact this is all their parents. They got invited for this as well.
a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of
Bullshit.
people critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought
You
we
guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had
We
it made
don't-
like y'all.
We don't have to
I
go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day,
God, I have to stream today.
I got dogs I want to.
Been real rough lately due to my parents' cat dying from a car accident yesterday. Thanks for helping me cope with the entertaining streams.
Thank you, Gav, for the 10. Really sorry to hear that, man. Hope you're doing better.
Bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7. You got high energy.
I get this is rage bait, but holy cringer.
24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even,
money.
we're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit,
stuff.
I got to slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? Your
The devs got a nerf streaming. Yeah, they gotta add some battle pass or something. There's too many people doing it now.
guaranteed to get paid.
He makes a point. With the chasing trends, like, yeah, sure. But
You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
what you guaranteed pay? Like, you're all sucking off phase. Like, what would you like? You're more secure than that guy is. What are you on about?
That's your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
just
get paid
to
either.
collect.
We don't got to deal with people spamming.
Like, that guy could be let off by an exec that he's never met in his life. If these guys get let go, they go, Face Banks, please. Please let me back in, please.
Yes, we have people in the chat
Face Banks, let me back in or I'll leak a picture of your hairline again.
spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. We have to create.
Spamming L's in chat.
Pyro's chat be like, play FNAF you coward. But when he does eventually play it, they'll just spam the bed emoji and keep
Oh
making the
my
most
true.
unfunny donos
Oh
imaginable
my
over it.
true.
Don't lie, chat. I know you'll do that.
Oh my true. Holy true, bruh. Who made that dono? Give me butter, you are based. Dude, it's so true. I'll play FNAF and then they'll say it's boring. And then they'll be like, oh, I'm leaving the stream. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. So true. I didn't make that dono. No, it's not a self-dono. Nah, bro. Like they got you there with that. That's wholly true. Like genuinely, you will glaze FNAF, and then as soon as I play, did it come out in like 2016? Oh, this game's like so boring. Oh, what are you doing?
Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
Dude, I gotta read the donos every couple of seconds. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Thank you, Azzy, for the 2.
That's me 24/7.
Play System Shock? I would love to.
I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every...
Will you be streaming Deltarune Chapter 4? What I'll probably do, honestly, I'll go back to Chapter 1 and start from there.
Self-dono. Nice try, my friend.
It wasn't self-dono. Be quiet. It was not self-dono.
Every single person in this seat is not a streamer.
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat, whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it.
Also, this is a really unfair debate, bro. It's like one guy against like 7 of them all being able to interject.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
Great argument for streamers there. Don't even know how a flag system works. Like that attention deficit, they don't even know about putting your hand up when you want to speak in school. None of them are streamers. No, I recognize a couple of them.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did that?
Because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with...
Buddy, we know it's FaZe Clan. No one over 12 is watching that. Come on. Bruh.
Tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are...
He had to say and adults as a cope. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. Do you know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that special?
I gotta take a moment out of my day to get a picture with someone. Oh my god.
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever,
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last?
I remember these kids coming up to me in Stockholm and they wanted a picture. Really nice guys, genuinely really nice. One of them was wearing my merch. They all look like they listen to Blade though. So if I see you in public and you look like you listen to Blade, if you've got the type, I'm just gonna avoid you.
Forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever.
A 9-to-5 job is generally more secure than streaming because it offers steady income, benefits, legal protection, while streaming is unpredictable, highly competitive, and income depends on viewer support and algorithms. Cope. But you're implying that the 9-to-5 is stable. You're implying that they don't just change like contracts and stuff last minute. Streaming, I will say streaming is higher risk, high reward. Definitely. 99% of people that become a streamer, probably more, will not make it. 100%. I mean, here's a good example, right? Here's a really good example. So, on Twitch, when I stream on Twitch, every stream I make on Twitch, I make about $50. I'm not even joking. And if I'm streaming for like, if I stream for about 7 hours and I get $50, I think that's like, what is that? That's like, I think that's below minimum wage, I think. Like, obviously, you know, we turn it into videos. We've got, you know, the TTS as well.
Have you listened to Jane Remover? It's your type of music. Can we get a live reaction to their latest album?
But yeah, like, how many views do I have on Twitch at the minute? I don't know. Hang on. I probably got like 20 or something. But we usually make
so
about
much
like...
slop this week. Could you possibly find a way stream an airport for aliens?
Yeah, I got like 200 viewers on Twitch, like nothing. Dude, there's like 2 guys in chat. Bruh. Holy dead. But, what do you mean W ignored Dono? What do you mean? I like the Squid Games ad. That show sucked. Thank you, that one guy, for the $100. Thank you. An airport for aliens. Oh my god. Dude, I promised I was going to do FNAF tomorrow. You know what? If we have time this stream, fuck it. If we have time this stream, we might play that this stream. I don't know how long the game is, though. Fine. I'll kneel. I'll kneel on that one.
Having a job, being a cook.
No. You don't get it. That guy's been donating for like months straight, asking for that game, unironically. Like, actually months.
You have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Yeah, because you didn't get a degree to get the security.
I prefer you react Andy more than you playing slop games. If you want to watch a handsome man play FNAF, go watch Markiplier.
Are you Pyro's #1 gooner?
Tomorrow.
Crazy name.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll
I would go to Daddy FaZe Banks and cry to him.
do.
Daddy Banks, please. Please.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do if you lost completely all your youth?
Oh my god, that was about as unfunny as a that was terrible. That was actually up there as unfunny as a joke you guys would make in chat.
Trigger.
Like this guy on the right, this is like Pyro viewer in chat right now, making a joke that he thinks everyone's just gonna lose their minds over.
All your followers. What would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Sorry,
Trigger
the
warning.
unemployed
asking
keep
him.
bullying
What
you.
would you
Job.
do?
Instead of robot furry wish wash, I found some games that seem up your alley. Rental, Go Hamster Chief, Nashbird, Dreamwild, Yumi Nikki, Dashbird, Corn Kids 64, Reflexia, Blue Fire, and Spark. All very fun, honestly.
Oh, is that a horror game? Okay, we could try that. What else? Nashboard? Okay, what else? Dreamwild? What the fuck? He's giving like goated suggestions here. Hang on. Yumi Nikki? Oh yeah, I've seen that one like around. Corn Kids 64. Oh yeah, I'm not playing that one. You need a controller. Reflexia. All right, that's quite a lot actually. Anyway, be quiet.
If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing. No one watched you anymore.
Thank you, Flaming, for the 5. I got laid off twice with 0 warning, both times despite having a master's degree in the field. What the fuck security are these people talking about? Yeah, they're rage baiting. It's obvious. It's just like their parents or something. But they're probably being half genuine as well.
I didn't even watch
Dude, it's really hard. I gotta play Warzone and not say anything every 10 minutes. And I get 12k viewers concurrent.
you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually go to work.
Oh
my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a
Wait, work? Job? I go smoke weed at work?
If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers.
They are dabbling in irony a lot, but they're also being half genuine, and that really hurts.
Whatsoever. He would have to turn around.
You're proving my point.
You would have to turn around.
You're proving my point on why this is harder, because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
Hey Pyro, since you're doing a sloppy slop, can we watch some animators? Terminal montage is something about Kirby Dream Buffet is goated.
That is words. Terminal montage
Hi, Pyro.
Dream
Since we're
Buffet?
on the topic of good games, have you played Off by Mortis Ghost? Genuinely good game, it's getting a Switch release this year.
What is this? Right, I'm not watching that. Not watching that. Shut up. Not taking any more suggestions. Thank you, Adam, for the 10.
Let's say you're
Off isn't out yet, I don't think. Not the remake.
you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there.
You could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flag.
Honestly, you know how we kill off all the streamers? Bruh, shut down Uber Eats and DoorDash for a month. They would all starve to death. Praise the Lord! Like, I swear if you did that, they would not know how to function and they would starve to death.
I'm gonna have to backlit yo, Lacey. It's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 Loco cans. I gotta make sure, like, I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered.
One thing that they made a point there, it is kind of true and it's kind of funny. YouTubers, like, I feel that viewers are very good at when sniffing out when a video is a sponsor. You'll always see when a video flops on a YouTuber's channel, it's always because it's a sponsor.
From the South.
Piggy, have you played Fate and Batula yet? It's peak.
Face and Batula, what is that? What is this? No, I haven't. Is it similar to Pyro Topic though? Because that game was really good. Phantom Tax.
35 years ago.
Look up Judge Dredd versus Death NPCs. I played the game, moron. You know about the fat person that's too fat so they use a wheel? I've seen it. Laugh now.
I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder business.
There's something really bad about her talking about racial segregation, and you've got an example of it, and then there's just a FaZe Clan logo in the corner.
So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7
I do want to hear the cope they're going to make to get out of this one.
a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda, Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done it?
I just cuts him off, based.
Rhonda, you get spoiled, and your mama and daddy keep giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda, have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30 days
As one of your
straight.
fans who is insanely
A
obsessed with
subathon.
Bioshock, I have to point out the chat is begging for it. Also, I asked if you played off earlier. Kisses. Good stream.
Thank you, Annan, for the 10. Bioshock's goated. System Shock 2 is better, though, unfortunately. A subathon. She was talking about racial segregation, inadequate pay, because you're black, and then just, have you done a subathon, though? You got to stay up for a while. You got to stay up for quite a while. It's really bad. Thank you, Hugbees, for the 10.
Fun fact, there is a Batman comic featuring the FaZe Clan that includes the famous line, "Did Batman really think a gamer could stop me?"
I want to see that now. I want to see that now. Thank you. Oh my
Brain,
God.
Pyro,
Brain.
I hope your day is going well, Brain. Sorry chat is bullying you. I hope $10 make your day better.
Oh my God, fail Dono. Oh my God. You typed in the name of the TTS and it just said it out loud. Fail Dono! Fail Dono! That's the $10. Fail!
A day.
Day and night. No break.
We all streamed.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about
Is it actually Hugbees? Surely he wouldn't make a dono. He'd just type in chat, right?
working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax.
No, you don't get it. Subathons are really hard. I gotta sleep, and then my mods that don't get paid, they have to entertain chat. You don't get it. It's really hard, guys.
We were on camera 30
It's
days
really
straight.
hard.
You're a registered
To
nurse.
have-
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute
You
ad.
pass trays. You shorthanded.
Thank you, Malia, for the 5 months.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person we
It's bait. I know it's bait. I'm still gonna play into it anyway.
call them parasocial.
They definitely would be partly genuine though as well.
They judge your relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I
in
got caught
public.
with my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. Do you. And that's
Yeah, the entire video gives off the energy of the worst first world problems imaginable.
a big problem. problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about you.
That's our job.
Face should mention that trying to get a streamer to play Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is harder than a 9-to-5 job.
Absolutely beyond rent-free. I said I'm playing it tomorrow.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, you know, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
Short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Who are you saving, bro? You're probably just keeping them off the iPads that don't play Roblox.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that you guys, none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your editors, your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
Oh. Very good claim here. Very good claim. How will they cope?
Didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work.
He taps him on the shoulder. He's like, do we need to get face backs down here? I don't know what to say next, guys.
If it wasn't for us, though.
I would even...
Wait, what was the own?
That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I mean, they would, though. Like, do you know how many streamers are churned out every single day? They would find work.
I would even go...
But I could let everyone on my team that edits for me and helps me with videos, I could let all of them go right now, and they would definitely all find work because they're all very talented.
As far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors
I'm your boss, owned. That is literally the card they pulled.
from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in
You know it's rage bait? No, I had no idea, actually. I'm taking all of this very seriously.
business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a year.
She's laughing, bro. She's making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
Stable Ronaldo streams are high energy and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay and reactions and interactive moments with fans. Known for his humor and loud personality, he keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips. On Twitch, he boasts around 4 million followers, averages 23,000 views per stream. That's a lot of bots. That's crazy. No, of course it's Fortnite. You want to get over 10k concurrent? Bro, you're playing Fortnite or Warzone. That's it.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
I have seen people that get recommended to me on YouTube that are streaming, and they have like they've got like 100k subs, and they get like 20,000 concurrent viewers just because they're playing Warzone.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that
I'm guaranteed to pay. Like you idiots that keep giving me $10.
makes it harder.
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you.
Okay, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Makes it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%.
Like I'm saying I'm going to stream FNAF tomorrow, and I won't. I will stream FNAF tomorrow, okay? I will stream FNAF tomorrow. That was an intrusive thought.
About raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is guaranteed.
When you go to work every day, everyone's
so you're
like...
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
Well, let's just say...
Oh my god. I'll play it tomorrow. Bruh, I will install it right now if you want me to. It's 200 megabytes. Nah, man, I don't want to play this game. Well, hello. Is that the Freddy Fazbear?
That comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9-to-5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're...
My rebuttal to the registered nurse is even though this was an example from like 70 years ago and society progressed more since then, there is just as much racism being experienced on and off the internet. If you think there isn't, COD MW2 lobbies.
And you flick for the 10. Oh yeah, no, there's still racism everywhere. Like that did not go away.
Guaranteed, and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker,
Getting L's in your chat is harder than having your patient die at work.
I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one.
What is with the finger clicking? I know like neurodivergent people do that when they want to clap because it's like it's not a sensory overload.
One aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer. Yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay.
No, you don't. What are you, bruh? Am I gonna boot up Fortnite today or am I booting up Warzone? Shut up. Yo, what? It's really difficult, guys. I have to choose between two games. Oh my god.
Irrelevant.
Oh, we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
you
even.
started with
You're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to get out of your circle. Come.
You need to go to LA and then go to all the weed parties and just network. It's very difficult. You got to talk to people when they're stoned about like trying to get in on their company.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
Well, this guy's fallacies completely fell flat on its head because my fan base absolutely hates me, but they still watch me.
Okay, you watch YouTube. So it's the same thing.
You don't believe a thing I say, but yet you're all still here.
So the people that you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this is
Dude, when I was applying for my Australian visa, you couldn't even put entertainment. I had to say I was part of the arts. Like I did arts? Like what?
Entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a
Losing 1K viewers when switching from reaction content to gameplay is the same as performing CPR on an unconscious person.
Foot Locker or something like that. I'm just using that because that's the best example. Is harder than a
He's spitting. He's spitting.
streamer.
It depends on what you are saying
Belch.
the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity, because
there's
some
hard-
people around here said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
When
of
you're
people.
creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
workers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that. Yeah.
$200 more dollars if
Camaraderie,
you
like,
want
you
God
have, like-
FRFR no cap play an airport for aliens run by dogs, and uninstall FNAF.
I will play Airport for Aliens today.
A group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Based Father Christmas. Yeah, I didn't really get the argument they were making there, like either side. It was just like, you know, comparing the security of the job. But I wouldn't say a real job has any more security than streaming. 45 minutes of pure rage bait. Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm
Like they're so obviously doing it for a bit, but they probably half believe it as well.
Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. I know. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right. Hey, look good though. We good.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk
Turn the bank's bummers off.
about how it's hard because there's
Less of that in chat. Less of that.
aspect. And I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Why did I imagine us saying I gained 10,000 pounds? I'm cooked.
Totally
I'm
understand
I'm
the
ill.
mental aspect. It's just that you
I'm
guys
ill.
can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job.
Well, yeah, when you go traveling as well, you can literally, as long as you have, bro, like, when I go to Australia, when I move to Melbourne, I might not have internet for the first week. I can just do slot videos on my phone, get a good microphone, hook that up, go to an internet cafe, upload. Like, it is such a free-form job.
And you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you
I do. The only compromise I'll make with these guys is like when you're a YouTuber, if you really want to like, you know, grind, you technically can't have time off because whenever you're having time off, you're losing out. That could be a game that's come out, or that could be another streamer's like putting more hours in than you, that kind of thing. But you just have to make your own hours. You know, it's like why I always say I'm going to stream every day, then I don't. You know, I'm trying to actually get better at that, like kind of have a day off in between. Because I always think to myself, all or nothing. It's like I have to do 7 days or nothing at all. And then I can't do 7 days. I just crash. Like yesterday, I went on a run. I think I did like a 5 or a 10K. And then I got back and I was just rusting. I was like, bro, I got no energy. So I literally just played video games, dude. I was so tired. But then because I had that day off, I came back today. I recorded 3 videos and a sponsor. Had some meetings and then obviously streaming as well.
you have your girlfriend when you go home, like
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
So
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example.
I didn't goon. I just explained what I did.
So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off
He was about
completely.
to
About to myself. Real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my, like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every month.
I was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country.
Notice the boomer just making fun of her in the background, just snapping her fingers. What kind of sports bra do you wear on your... You think I wear a sports bra? You think I wear a sports bra? Shut up. Shut up.
So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege?
It is.
Wait. We're not saying Elon Musk. We're not saying Elon Musk build. Chest. Right, I'll sit up straight, okay? Chest, here. Torso, here. Stomach, here. That is not Elon Musk build. There is no way that you're saying that is Elon Musk build. There is no way on God you're saying that is Elon Musk build.
On the point of you saying you're moving to Australia, you said that you were afraid of spiders such as huntsmen. Surely when you open the lid to the shitter and see a spider the size of a watermelon you'd freak out, no?
No, it's idiots. I wear oversized shirts. Look. That is the actual torso size. Jesus Christ, you guys are so dense. You actually need to be locked up and like studied or something. How did the dodos go extinct and not you guys? Idiots.
My mom.
Are you afraid of huntsmen's? I will be living in a $3 million penthouse apartment. I won't be worried about Huntsman.
How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when
people
they
don't
working 9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you
Ban the guy. Stupid asshole. Ban the guy saying elephant seal build. The Elon Musk one I'll tolerate, not that one. Ban him.
So how did you move to LA?
I
No
moved
way,
across the
hello
country as
Elon
well
Musk.
with my mom and I.
What are you doing here, lol? Give me a Tesla.
I'm looking for my wife, Grimes.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order.
I don't believe that he didn't struggle just because he's a streamer. I genuinely believe everything he's saying about the struggle, not making rent, being like borderline suicidal. Like, I'm not invalidating that at all. But, you know, it's the end game with these people is always just to go to LA and just network as much as they can so they can't fall off.
For me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way.
You're only 16 minutes in. I'm getting I'm getting unfunny donos every 7 seconds, bro. How do you and then if I don't acknowledge them, they start crying.
Set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you...
How would you be secure if you get a nurse? They're working jobs that have been around for like hundreds of years and there's a set base pay. Streaming is such a more experimental job. Like the security is about the same, I would say. You know, it's like the position I'm in, like doing YouTube. I got, like me doing YouTube, I got incredibly lucky. Okay, like, because I hate when YouTubers give a method on how they've made it or how streamers give a method on how they make it. Oh, just persevere, bro. Get up 6 a.m., do a 10K run, grind set. I got lucky. Everyone that is big right now on the internet got lucky. They either leached or they were at the right place at the right time. Genuinely. There is effort that goes in there, 100%. There is effort, definitely. But if I wasn't doing those funny little MLG videos when I was like 16, 17, like I would not be here. I have no idea what job I'd have.
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings.
It's always, people get big because there's a gap in the market. But the problem is now there's less and less of a gap because everyone wants to be a YouTuber or a streamer.
To have an audience. And
I want to put on... Guys, I want to put on some Trump videos and raise my eyebrows.
even if you do lose all your followers one day, even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral videos, even if people are
Probably has investments in crypto as well.
hating on you and shitting on you, that's still adding
You were leeching off Charlie for most of your career. Only recently, actually.
to what goes into your pocket.
Originally, it was Leafy.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to
I can do one stream, and I can't make as much as a doctor. L career path, bro. L career path. Thank you, the chat, for the 12.
school to be a content creator.
Streamer University.
Adapt is a top-tier variety in IRL streamer. 12,000 viewers per stream. 1 million followers. And peaking as high as 45,000 concurrent viewers. Thank you, Leg, for the 4 months.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do.
Wait, what's his job? College professor. I will be honest, he did give off some Walter White vibes a little bit.
I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly
Why is Vsauce here?
thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you lose some
Walter White, Metastasis. You mean Walter Blanco? It looks nothing like him, dude. Okay, it looks 2% like him. Instead of Walter White, it's just like Walter Blanco. I gotta watch Metastasis. I have to.
because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, you know, they get potentially homeless or worse.
That's the weird thing about streaming as well. Anything that is bad for society helps streamers. COVID helped streamers so much because everyone was stuck at home and they had nothing to do apart from watch YouTubers and watch streamers.
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back?
When someone is called out on social media for something they did or for an opinion in the present or past, turns society against them and it goes viral, ruining that person's career or online popularity.
Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
I can't take the word cancel culture seriously anymore, man. It's like saying woke.
Check it out.
Done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you, you need to build that over years and years and years and hours of trust and communication and intimate relationships with your audience. Okay, so that's not something that's just given to you. You don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting...
And isn't that weird as well? As a streamer, you can actually monetize that. If something happens to you, you can actually talk about it and then make it into a video and then run ads on it or talk about it on stream.
Comments and this and that. That's what
Isn't that so strange?
Everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9-to-5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of...
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We
already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
What loadout am I going to have on Warzone today, guys? Do I run with the suppressor or not? These are the choices.
Me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take years to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old. It started out playing Call of Duty trick shot. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quick scope.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years, right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years, right? And then I had
Why does he say have to? Like he was forced.
to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
Someone in chat just said, guys, I had to record a Vine today. It was very hard.
Was it just you? Like
no. It was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13,
YouTube become so easy?
They're so rude. Yeah, I know it's rage bait, but like they could have some manners, eh?
Because a bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it didn't exist,
I could not imagine being a teacher, man. That would be hell. Before my parents worked with the company and helping me do merch and stuff like that, because we do all our merch in-house. Like, they used to both be teachers. And like the stories they would say, it was just hell. And like, you were paid nowhere near enough to deal with that stuff.
you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. then boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
Brother.
You guys just,
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
We don't know.
Very
Imagine doing that. Just sitting down and talking into a microphone. I couldn't imagine that.
different, very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you. I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole thing.
So it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your job isn't dangerous. Your job isn't physically taxing.
Why do they not let people finish their argument before they cut them off? Like, it's already like 7 against 1, bro. Just let her finish her piece. Holy.
Then you're just talking into a
So
microphone.
listen. So your whole thing. Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not physical. I'm saying that a 9-to-5 job where you physically have to do some hauling around stuff.
So I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't. No one in here can.
Come on, man.
None of you can.
But you can carry some hair and makeup.
And you have to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually,
You're
yes.
thinking of 4 days they had a trick shot. You're thinking 4 days they had a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have to do that.
And then your day is
Yeah, it's really hard to grab the controller and then go forward and then move the camera and then press the right trigger. Very serious business.
never done. When you're done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No.
all of the things that you use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done.
imagine these things?
Oh my God.
I've actually recorded videos before my mic was muted, and it is the most tilting experience ever.
Resample. If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlining argument
Okay, they're making jokes, but it's kind of funny.
here is what you do is physically
Day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
Bruh. They're actually baiting us. She has no idea what they're talking about.
I get that this is rage bait, but these guys are the most privileged pussies out there. They think they're tough for acting like they're 13 but look like they already had their second midlife crisis. Why do people follow these clowns?
I don't know. I think this is more like a parody video. I wanted to put it on because I just think it's kind of like entertaining to watch. But yeah, some of the arguments are just awful. Yeah, she's falling for the bait.
Day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However long I needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zones.
Stick drip.
The thing is, for the most part,
Thank you, Forehead, for the prime.
All YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around, IRL stream, and someone could rob us or kill us.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing. That's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost decapitated him.
Yeah, that was definitely attempted murder. I'm just hoping one boomer absolutely shuts them down. I'm begging.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children. I have been an executive secretary, legal.
These YouTubers have it so hard. I feel so sorry for them. Yeah, no, they really do have it hard. We should all just kneel right now.
Yes, yes, all that, you know, because it's who you are that you know, we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
So,
Wait, isn't she debating?
Betting my son's college funds at a casino is harder than a 9-to-5.
Thank you, Birmingham, for the 10.
Making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video and
Yes.
save lives every
Yes.
day. Probably more
She's calling them out, though, on ganging up, though. Kind of based.
than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out and to the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
okay. Now,
What kind of shit's going on?
you go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your
We
choice?
don't like you
Recently
like
got
this.
discharged from mental health care for being well enough, and this unironically makes me wanna kill myself. You will be mentioned in my note. JOKE, maybe.
Thank you, Series, for the 10. That wasn't a worrying dono. Thank you, Fleming, for the 5. This lady's hair looks like she got hit in the head with a pie in a cartoon. I think her hair's fine.
Why are you doing this?
But
Not a cut I would have, personally.
is that your choice?
I like his cope there, where he's like, oh, dude, like, I'm high, I'm drunk, I can't stream. And it's like, yeah, but, like, could you turn up to work drunk or high? No, you'd lose your job immediately.
You chose that. You chose this life.
That's the thing. We can't.
And
can't
that's what's
do what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9-to-5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people too.
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we meet a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I think,
any entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I watch.
So do
entertainment.
you ever,
I got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course, I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make
real.
you feel better?
When I'm watching
Wait, did it make you feel better?
Then what make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you
the-
ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have
all-
I don't think I've ever watched someone get a trick shot in card and then felt better about myself.
Ever been
Depends
entertained
on
and be like,
what's coming.
oh, I feel good.
Some of it is fake.
right now.
Some of it is
You
fake.
see, you're not answering.
So
me.
now let me.
Okay, well, let me answer your, because I'm debating him,
Okay, yeah.
but go ahead.
Right after this, I got you.
Yeah, she makes a good point, though. Like, she was actually getting in on him, and then they just start ganging up on her.
Okay, all right, come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know? You just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social. I'm
Phase saved my life.
a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
Saying what we do has not
New
affected
deal.
people's not.
Play 5 Nights at Freddy's after this, or get that lady's hairstyle.
I already said FNAF tomorrow.
How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had kids
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Have kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
They actually yapped so much she couldn't even get a word in. Great stuff. That was the best conversation as well. She brought up the best points.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Okay, slightly younger. We might have a chance, guys.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
First thing I'm
Non-boomer spotted.
gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the most difficult shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude, honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
she works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect. No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't want to watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted.
I've never actually seen
This
more
is like
cope.
watching a remedial debate class in fucking Baltimore in an argon poison room. Fuck me sideways, I'm so irritated, I'm gonna turn Chinese mid-sentence, Chow ni yada.
That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions?
It's kind of genius. Like, whenever someone brings up a legitimate argument, they just go full irony.
Because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay. I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat?
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean...
Do you enjoy what you do?
If I make it fun.
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun?
The cope there.
Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You're on his diesel.
okay, so look.
Oh, he's hitting a bit. He's flying a bit too close to the sun here. I think he's striking a nerve.
Right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No, listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No,
Let him stay. You gonna stay for this?
Just admits he's using drugs because he doesn't enjoy his job, by the way.
Right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
Notice how he doesn't mention flossing his teeth, by the way.
So he got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I can just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta.
All right, no, I'm on his side now. Marvel Rivals is a very unfun game to play, so no, I totally get it.
Sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrub
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is.
Someone in chat just said, bro, this is my generation with a crying emoji.
Do you know what's crazy?
My mind
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
He
today.
already did
I did my work today.
He took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What?
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Kill him.
I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out of here! He has no social cues. Oh, you're back?
Dude, what? He didn't even get to say anything. What?
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You say
They kicked him out because the producers probably like, okay, no, he's actually making good points. We gotta, swap him out.
I'm an introvert. I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Actual documented mental illness. You know how many donos and stuff I get are people telling me like, oh, you've helped like, saved my life. I was in like a really bad time, like even at meet and greets and stuff. I should just say, yeah, because I'm a superhero. That'd go down really well, I think.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
It's over. Absolute boomer victory.
No. I believe.
I think streaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend.
Oh, I thought I was about to say because I can't hold a normal job, which would actually be like pretty valid.
That I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my
That did not answer her question, by the way. Like you're not in a relationship anymore, so you can't stop streaming?
question.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again.
No one's talking about your ex, bro. Holy projection. What?
Question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to do.
so you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if
touch
I was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one,
But,
2, 3.
okay, and
What are you on about, bro? Like you saying flipping burgers? Like, you know how much like abuse people in that job get? What? Are you for real? That's like one of the worst places you can work for like
I
relations
swear
with
if I hear
people.
someone complains about having to do basic goddamn hygiene in life, things am gonna crash out.
Thank you, Chu Hong Shu, for the 10.
back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than
that
9 to 5. That's the point.
You gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He
Yeah.
ran up a
I ain't gonna lie,
bag.
I did-
for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
future
love?
for something that I'm passionate about and motion? I pick motion.
Lala Costa.
Just yapping about his ex for 5 minutes.
Lala Costa? Yes. Amazing name.
Thank you. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5, that you
Thank you, man, for the 8. This makes streamers look like out-of-touch assholes. Well, the thing is, like, it's really obvious the video's rage bait. It's really obvious. Like, it's obvious they got a bunch of boomers together. Most of them are probably family. And then they've just had, like, you know, oh, let's just do this huge bit where we seem really out of touch. But you can tell when, like that guy that asked them earlier, he was actually asking some hard-hitting questions, and they just didn't know how to respond, so they just went full irony. You know, the guy just kept, like, ironically pulling the race card and stuff.
could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't?
Every streamer ever.
What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I started.
You feel stuck.
Bro, I think he's actually being serious as well.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it? Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no. I'm saying if thousands of you
Honey,
stop watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people.
on-
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's
followers
gone.
stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
No, that was what. Why do we keep cutting the combos off too early? That was a good one. Like he actually fully like broke character there. He was like, "Yeah, I don't like." Because, dude, I will be honest with you. Most streamers don't enjoy streaming. I have some days where they enjoy it, but genuinely, a lot of them don't. I think Asmongold enjoys booting up his PC every day to just watch Donald Trump clips. Probably not, but like, you know, if you're getting like a couple $1 million a month from doing it, then yeah, you'd keep doing it. I don't like streaming. I love streaming. I hate you. I hate you personally, Potato27.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've
Does he even read Twitch chat? No. Thank you, Aspen Gold, for the 10.
worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain.
Bros debating skills from Destiny Stephen Bonnell University.
More stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making.
0.4 to 0.42 of Americans are likely to be licensed practicing attorneys, equivalent to about 1 in every 240 people.
Absolutely, your job is just got lucky because
Yeah.
you're a gamer.
Yeah.
You got lucky.
No, it is luck. It is luck. In this industry, it's luck. Like, it's perseverance that keeps you relevant, but to get that initial boost of like being recognized, it's luck. It always is luck. I will never understand YouTubers that say that they studied Reddit, or what was that thing that Dream said? Like, I studied Reddit. It's like, no, you piggybacked off PewDiePie because PewDiePie's Minecraft videos were making him like $3 million a month. Like, that was the biggest thing in like the English speaking world of YouTube. Like, you leached off that, and that's fine. Like, most creators leech off something to get relevant. It's like how I was just leeching off that MLG scene and then like leafy commentary videos.
There's so many people
I was
like you out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
It's a mix of luck and skill. Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
No, but
Luck is definitely a huge aspect to it, though.
No. But specifically what I do.
No, I'm not saying an attorney has anything to do with luck. That's actual dedication and time. I'm talking about streaming.
I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent? Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like.
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like that.
You weren't really thinking
Honestly, I wish one of the guys sat down here to FaZe and they said, what would you do if they removed Fortnite and Warzone? They would just be mind broken.
of what should I do with my life? Like, what should I study? What should I like? Where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a
Studying
little bit
Reddit
lucky.
is harder than a 9 to 5.
Also true. Thank you, Reddit, for the 10.
I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Bro, you guys saying you're the best? Come on.
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he
talent?
the best?
I got
Is
four.
he?
I got
No,
fourth
no,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
I'm not doubting that he isn't good, but like, bro, just admit there's luck involved in this.
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure.
less than
That's
1%.
pure skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a
worked.
talent. They have
They
a
work-
talent.
they had a
but
team.
as,
So what
you
he-
know how many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You just
No.
said
No, she's oh my god, holy dense. She's talking about being like it's luck based to get that initial recognition.
What he did
I
to get
Holy misconstruing the point.
That a lot of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just. You dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I
The guy laughing because it's just obviously FaZe that bumped him.
uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on
if
it.
that's luck,
I don't doubt he's not talented. I don't watch his streams, but if he's saying like 4th best in the world or like, America or whatever, like fair enough. But there is still this luck aspect to getting that recognition initially.
where's the luck at in that? equate.
Like, there are people that are like number one speed runners in the world on games.
Streaming
They
is
get
just
no
like a
recognition.
simulator for the average unemployed Birmingham resident. Wake up at 3 p.m. to play Fortnite in your underwear all day and start fake beef with your neighbors. All is good as long as you turn off mods on TF2 on August 27th.
What mods? What mods? I don't remember. What happened on August 27th? I don't remember. I actually don't remember. Thank you, Skibbity Toilet, for the 10. Appreciate it. What's this donor?
Again.
Is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way,
Pyro.
right?
I have recently bought a merch and am a little disappointed. For one, I don't see any twink message on the merch or an engrave of the time you showed her feet on stream. Would it be possible to get a refund?
We do refunds, but not because of that.
We all have a job. We're lucky in some sort of way, but
God bless.
also specifically pure talent.
You need to be caught in the algorithm and keep getting recommended. Yeah, it's like, I mentioned this last stream. It's like, I've got like 1 million subscribers on this channel, right? And then like 4 on the main. But it's like, I go on my video analytics and I see where people came from. And it's like 4% are actually from subs. The rest is all just recommended.
And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again,
Subs just absolutely mean nothing, genuinely.
I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right
There are probably people that are better than him and they never get any views. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is what I mean, exactly.
thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It was
Like, he is talented. I can agree on that. I'm not saying he's not talented. But again, like, he made the right it's not just the talent, it's networking. He went to LA or wherever FaZe Clan is. You know, he did that networking. He got himself an actual platform. There was effort put into that as well, definitely. But yeah, it's like someone said in chat, there'll be people that are better than him at Warzone, but like they never did any of that networking, maybe because they didn't have the opportunity to. So they'll just never get noticed.
It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of
Oh, mate, you've been dick riding the entire fucking video. Come on.
millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
Some
Your
people-
grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend?
Bro does not need permission to dick ride yet.
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger, dude.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think
enough
do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like
You don't think you don't think it's talent.
You're just too old to understand.
That's I can't argue that because
Y'all could never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from
I think it is talent. I think I will agree with these guys, unfortunately. It is talent. But they're really glossing over the fact that, like, you know, the fact that they're in this, like, syndicated network and stuff like that. It is bordering on, like, almost nepo.
a generation where this didn't exist. His career.
It's like being good at video games is one thing, but then it's the networking, it's the establishing, it's getting the brand deals, all that kind of stuff.
Looked at this career
And a lot of these people joined FaZe when it was already established. They didn't have to do any of the groundwork.
You laughed. Now,
So it's like everyone else is taking the stairs and they just get like an escalator.
how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grow up, this didn't exist, so no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit.
Yeah, when they make really bad points like this, you can tell that they actually got irked a little bit and they've dropped the irony.
Because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
And it's fun, but it's like,
And
again,
that's
it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta fight back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice meeting you.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
you.
past,
My name's Ronnie.
you were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like, taking
We
it back
fall
to
off.
that's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind
okay.
of is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting
Bruh, it's like they're talking about falling off, but they're literally all together in a network. If one of them falls off, they're going to help each other out because it helps all of them in the long run. Have you seen the new, thank you, Grill for the 5. You seen the new Walton Files? Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of
Widespread furloughs happen because of COVID. Force businesses to close. Yeah, it's like what I mentioned earlier. It's like COVID would have actually helped streamers.
an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know, but if you lose a job, you can't.
just get another
Thank
one.
you, Amelia, for the
can't
22
search
months.
You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my resume.
I uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did you you uploaded 7 videos and didn't get any views?
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes,
Layoff equals Twitch ban. I'll be honest, if anything, getting a ban now is like a benefit. I keep seeing Tectone, he keeps being banned on Twitch, and then he makes a stream talking about it and gets like double the viewers. Like, if you go into a controversy like that, it actually just benefits you.
It worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at your
He's
job.
waiting for.
When cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
I'm not security.
That's
I just
a
go.
one 9
I go
to
like this. I
5.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
But people
my next
millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
gifted. What are they, Mozart?
How is it
Dude, he's talking like a chess kid at school.
not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
They have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah,
that's like, what?
I'm saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You could
win it.
You could.
Is anyone else siding with the woman? The problem is with her argument's just going to be complete ass because she doesn't get it. The younger guy got it. The white woman earlier, the one that got the Asian kid to like kind of break character a bit and talk about not enjoying streaming. Like, they made good arguments. With her, they're just fucking with her because like she doesn't get it.
You couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it, but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not
oh, it's
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I didn't
easy.
say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you can own.
how
and
do
you
you
can
know?
master.
How do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
does-
do you know?
what
how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So-
The way that I see it, the way that I see this argument, I'm just going to make an argument now because like she's just going to be waffling and then they'll cut her off. But like, it's like what I said earlier. It's like, imagine if you were like the best gamer in like, I don't know, what's a good game I can find here? What's a good game I can find on my Steam? Let's have a look. Let's say you were the best gamer in the world at Tribal Hunter. Okay? So if you were the best gamer in the world at Tribal Hunter, and let's say we're in like an alternate reality where Tribal Hunter is like a very popular game, you know, you got all the collectibles and stuff like that. Okay. That's great. You'd post like speedruns on YouTube, you'd stream it, you'd get loads of views. But where'd you go from there? I feel like a lot of the people in this group have been given a leg up by joining FaZe. It's almost like, you know, you're like a really good singer or something, and then a manager comes over to you and says, I really like that, you should come work for us. Like, they're getting a leg up that most people will never see. And then people will make the argument saying, well, you know, that person got that opportunity because they're skilled, because they're talented. And it's like, yeah, they did, true. They're not going to pick up someone who's like shit at video games or shit at singing. But at the same time, there are so many people out there that would be better, objectively better than these people, but they were unfortunate enough to never get that luck where they had the opportunity of being able to get picked up by a talent agency or by a manager. Like, could you imagine if you lost the life lottery or something, and you were just born in like a third world country or something, and you never had the ability to make these connections or anything like that, or English wasn't your first language, and it wasn't viable? It is luck. It is that there is an aspect of luck to this, and they just won't admit that. Like, there is skill, yeah, 100%, but there is also a lot of luck. Thank you, Slut, for joining.
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all the time.
Yeah, it's soft nepo. It's not full nepo because it's not like actual family and stuff or like friends, but it's kind of soft nepo.
Tens of thousands of hours of work in editing and filming and constantly.
I'm just talking about pure skill. As far as like the videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours.
Could you get a
into
refresh
my
second
studies.
zone?
It's like it's people like Lyric and Soda Poppin', right? They're huge streamers. They got their foot in the door first on Twitch. They were streaming when it was called Justin TV, the little monkey holding the camera. It is always going to be, and this argument you cannot refute, it's always going to be right place, right time. No matter how talented you are, no matter how amazing you are, there are so many people that could probably do a better... There are so many people out there that could do better videos than me, either now or when I did MLG or, all the old Let's Play stuff. They would do such a better job than me. They would have so much more charisma than me, so much more talent than me. And they just, for whatever reason, they didn't get recognized by a management or like the algorithm, anything like that. So, to say it's not luck and it's all skill, it is the fattest fucking cope I've heard in my life.
Harping, could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can also I can circle back and give you different terms.
Don't say Dolan. I'm going to take the whole argument back if you say Dolan.
When you're trying to get to third...
He's leeching off me! He's doing exactly what I said.
Zone, third moving.
If he makes it big, it's because he leached off me.
You know how to short...
No, I don't, but if I want...
You couldn't, but Excel sheet? You can do Excel sheet.
No, but exactly.
They're just talking game.
These refreshes
As a
don't come to you.
babysitter, I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four...
Yeah, they're just fucking with a lit art degree woman. Like, this is going nowhere.
Took 3 days.
Bruh, this video was such an L. Like, they could have actually brought people on that could have tried to debase them, but they played it so safe.
I believe we can master an Excel sheet.
Oh.
But let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
If I wanted to, I would.
Could you learn chess in 3 days? Could you be a grandmaster in chess? Could you get a black belt in karate in 3 days? Like, what kind of argument is that, bro? Could you be as good as me, something that I've done for 8 years? Could you learn it in 3 days? What a non-argument. And then she just fed into it and said, yeah, I could.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is. Give you
please.
3 days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works. You pay me, I'll get the job done.
What she should have said and turn around to them is like, so if I get as good as him, are you going to pick me up in a management company and boost me as well? Or am I just going to have to like grind on my own without being able to network or anything?
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
Like, don't get it twisted. Streaming, like, okay, I know the title of the stream. I know it's like base. Streaming can actually be hard sometimes. Like, depending on, like you are just sat down on your ass and you're talking to a camera, which is like the easiest job in the world. But it's the same with a lot of things where it's like, if you're not in the right headspace or, like if you're not as like high energy, people pick up on that like instantly. And then, it's just not a good stream. It's not a good experience. People like feel like they've wasted their time, that kind of thing. But yeah, to even try and compare it to being harder than a 9 to 5, bruh.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So and technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with Carl. I appreciate and respect.
Yeah, it would apply to real jobs, but even more so.
what they do, and I
Because with you guys, if I'm not feeling it, I can just turn off the stream. Like someone that's working like a 9 to 5 and they got to speak to people, you can't just like walk out the building.
think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was hard. And that's what I think.
So my mind was changed in the sense that
I mean, the guy earlier talking about his girlfriend and stuff, that was yapping a bit. But the one thing that he makes a good point on is like, you know, if you're going through something like mentally, if you're not in a good headspace, for example, and then, you know, you can't really stop streaming because then, you know, you still need to make income. Like if you're only streaming, if you're not doing videos or anything like that,
now,
you know, like mental health does play into it a fair bit as well, I'd say.
I'm even more
But yeah, it's just such a cope to say it's like harder than a 9 to 5.
convinced that normal jobs are harder.
All right. Thank God that is out of the way. Oh my God. That was a rough watch, man. That was a really, really rough watch. Whoo! All right, what else we got? I got linked this, actually. It's one of those, like, spooky ARGs. Crossfire_fun. A Half-Life mystery. So I think it's one of those, like, Half-Life 1 ARGs. I love stuff like this.
You ever have a multiplayer game that you loved as a kid? A game that you played teeming with life that, while still available...
Bro, I said FNAF tomorrow. I said that already. Shush.
...today is now nothing more than an abandoned shell of what it once was. You ever boot one of those up? Usually it's just for 5 minutes to run around or reminisce in an empty server. Truly so...
What if someone was in Let Empty Server?
Soaking up the ambience you used to never be able to make out amidst the screaming voice chat and explosive rounds of ammunition. It may even come off as a bit creepy just how much of a ghost town it's become. And sometimes... just sometimes...
Dude, what happened to that game, No Players Online? You know they're making a sequel, right? Is it out yet? Bruh, release it! It hasn't even been announced when it's coming out. I really want to play that. It looks solid. I think they've remade it in like a completely different engine and stuff. Here, you got like a little revolver now instead.
After running around for a while and going into autopilot at all the numbing silence of it all. An intruder emerges. This Source engine, the lifeblood of some pretty good games, I guess, I don't know, has had a firm grip.
My Le wife is in the game. Yeah, I feel like everyone was shilling No Players Online, and as soon as that happened, everyone was just ironically being like, my Le wife is in Le game.
In the world of horror web series for quite a while now, repopularizing itself in recent memory.
Oh my God, the spinning newspaper
through
transition.
Gmod-centric series like classic GM videos and Gmod 9 fan before facing its next evolution into the sentient ragdoll subgenre with the likes of Gunslinger Pro, Badwater videos, and Plastic
I remember seeing Badwater videos. They were really good.
Apple, and then entering its current era with...
Thank you, KC, for joining. Appreciate that.
...things like Interloper and Server Blight. What if
Interloper's also really good. I get asked a lot to watch that.
Source game but scary has reinvented itself time and time again. Whenever people start getting sick of a specific style or trend, something comes out of the woodwork to excite viewers in an all-new way. And one series, up and coming, woefully undiscovered amongst the masses, is a teeny-weeny channel by the name of Deathmatch 67. An endearing mixed bag of new ideas and occasionally strange executions that I found out of nowhere.
25 subs. How did you find that?
And suckered me in so much that I felt compelled to talk about it despite its idiosyncrasies. So take my hand, grab some gaming juice, and hold your breath as we walk headfirst into the blinding force of the leak. Video 1, January 13th. The description reads, map was made by some guy called Mapman03. Weird as hell, probably made to scare people. Deathmatch, owner of the channel and seeming protagonist of the
What if Le old game had Le Ghost? Is your profile picture PewDiePie before he's about to cry playing The Walking Dead?
Series is looking at a post on a Discord server by another user called Geezer, who is sharing a custom
That's the picture of Leon Kennedy before he chokes out a woman, by the way.
Half-Life deathmatch map they received by someone going under Mapman03, who I'll refer to as Matt. The map is shrouded in mystery. Upon receiving it, Giza got some cryptic messages from Matt that seemed to imply the need to remove something, and that if he couldn't do it, he'd have to get someone else to. Deathmatch, assuming the map to be a simple hoax designed to freak people out, decides to open a server with his friend Klein.
Talking about
12,
Interloper, you should watch the recent ones, they are so good. Smile.
I've already watched Interloper. I haven't watched the most recent ones, though.
I'll refer to as Klein so that they can explore it. Upon booting it up, it's obvious where the map's name, Crossfire Fun, came from, as
Yeah, could you imagine, though, like how many ARGs are out there that just no one has even seen before?
the map is seemingly note for note a pre-existing one already in Half-Life Deathmatch, simply called Crossfire. Although some differences do immediately become apparent, the lighting in this version is slightly off, darker than usual. There's rooms with pulsing green lights that weren't in the original. The skybox is brown and murky, making the map look like it's in a swamp rather than a desert. The two mess about for a while. Klein is killed a couple of times and tells Deathmatch to wait, but my headcanon is that he's calling him a twat because that's funnier. Until they discover that some parts of the map are so dark it's impossible to see, and that for whatever reason, their flashlights are disabled. Klein's mum calls him, leaving Deathmatch to explore on his own, where he finds that in some areas of the map there's no
Son! Come downstairs and get your alphabet spaghetti!
wall texture, leading to the map, as he refers to it, to be leaking.
The sun is leaking. The sun is...
Deathmatch discovers a secret room that isn't in the original version of the map, along with a volume warning added in post. An ear-piercing wail blasts throughout as Deathmatch discovers another leaking area and enters it. He seems to take no notice of it at this point, but it looks as if there's a corpse of another player hidden within the leakage. Klein returns to Deathmatch telling him not to go in the secret room, and Klein responds by saying the map is starting to get to him.
This map is kind of creeping me out.
How? Dude, it's not like there's a ghost.
Maybe I'm just a pussy.
It's not like Matman said it. He's just trying to creep us out.
Oh yeah, him.
Wouldn't you just quit the map and restart?
Maybe the map is trying to be slightly unnerving.
Deathmatch decides to go study for a bit, leaving Klein to explore on his own.
I don't want to. JK.
Okay. When Deathmatch comes back, Klein tells him not only has he come to outright hate the map, but that he's found another secret room, one hidden behind an indoor wall. Inside, the secret room is poorly lit like much of the map, containing a computer on the floor next to a framed picture of a man and a woman. Next to that is graffiti on the wall, simply reading, "You die." Deathmatch responds to this kindly and is understanding of his friend's anxiety. Eventually, he says he wants to find and contact Matt, and the video ends with screenshots of a conversation between him and Giza. Who's this Matman 3 kid?
No idea, he just messaged me out of the blue.
How'd he get your account?
I saw his forum post, I played the map and got really confused by it. I found
Gordon Freeman with hyper-realistic eyes and blood.
his email and emailed him.
Do you know when he created the map?
I have no idea. I could still ask him. I still have his email.
Ask him. I want to see how old he was, if the 03 means 2003.
Okay.
He may just not be okay in the head. Giza sends Matt an email and gets a quick response. Sometime 2019. So like 17?
It's 16.
16-year-old behavior. On January 15th, we get another video from Deathmatch, although he's not the creator, merely the uploader. The video, entitled Investigator.mp4, is recorded within Gmod and shows a Half-Life 2 citizen bathed in a red light entering a home. They make their way upstairs while glitched and chopped up zombie headcrab noises play. Once in the bathroom, the cameraman slowly moves to reveal a charred corpse in the bath. Eventually, the player comes up to a boarded up room.
I like how everyone now knows that that corpse is like a scan of a real person and no one shuts up about it.
Origin of the zombie sounds and begins firing at the creature on the other side. A grenade goes off, killing the both of them, and just as abruptly as it started, the video ends. The same day, another video from Matt is uploaded, this one called corpsewatch.mp4. We're shown a security camera view of a blood-soaked, dilapidated room. A man with the Half-Life 2 corpse face enters and just kind of chucks stuff about for a minute. Upon noticing the camera, he equips a fizz gun and grabs it to show the viewer 3 smoldering corpses, drops the camera amongst them, and leaves. The video sticks on this angle until the very last frame, showing the guy outdoors in the blinding light, although I'm not sure if this was an intentional detail or if the editor just fucked up and left this frame in from when they turned off the camera in Gmod. January 17th completes the trilogy with a third video from Matt, corpsehunt.mp4.
Corpse husband.
It shows a player frantically sprinting through a home amidst tossed furniture. They head upstairs, entering the first room in front of them, and in a panic, hide behind the bed. A man, seemingly the one from the previous video, enters, equipped with a gun. He finds someone else in the bathroom. No! 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 The killer, assuming they've found the only person hiding, leaves the room. Our player escapes into the bathroom. They
Skibbity toilet. I just like the fact how he was crouched behind that bed. You definitely would have been able to see his view model.
Look at themselves in the mirror, revealing yet another
Gmod
corpse.
killer.
And then... So, I think what these videos are trying to get across is a retelling of a homicide through Gmod. And I also think that the events in the videos are out of order. I think chronologically we start with Corpse Watch. Our killer is in a seemingly private location amongst prior victims, only to notice that he's being watched, surveyed, seemingly by police. Now, knowing that his time is running out, he heads out on a spree, ending with the events of Corpse Hunt, where he kills several people inside of a home, ending his final victim in the bath. We then see the investigation after the fact. The investigator finds the body in the bath, and also the killer, barricaded inside one of the rooms, and for reasons I'll go into later, now represented by a raving monster who in one final terrible act takes out himself and the investigator. So, what does this completely random narrative of a serial killer's crimes being recreated in Gmod have to do with a strange Half-Life deathmatch map?
I just made 9 months sober and just wanted to say thanks for providing entertainment to help with the boredom. Lol, hope you have a good one, man. Being able to watch your content and relax has genuinely helped me a lot.
That's crazy, man. Thank you for the 10. Yeah, happy to hear you're 9 months sober, bro. That's great. Proud of you.
I'll get to that. After this video is uploaded, Deathmatch makes a community post showcasing 3 images also sent to him by Matt. They contain a fuzzy image of Half-Life 1, a bright neon Gmod map with a van and several balls, and an image of the cross.
Can't you eat those balls for health? Or am I thinking of... I swear you can.
Fire fun map with a message.
At the surface, you might think you found everything. There's more you haven't seen. Look closely. Look deeper. You'll find it. Use the tools of the artist. I reckon you'll need it.
Following this, Deathmatch uploads a video on January 18th, exploring the map further and trying to decipher this cryptic message.
I'm back. You've seen the image posted in the community tab. What does it mean?
He runs around for a while, trying to find any sort of clue to help out until out of nowhere, a new player with a name made completely of gibberish joins the server.
What the fuck? Who are you? What about it? What?
After killing the invader a couple of times, the conversation takes a shift.
I'm sorry? I'm not doing that. Why? What will happen? What will happen when I... That's what the guy said, climbed his video. All your friends and family will not die. No.
So there's people that say share this post 15 times or your mother will die in her sleep.
You know what? I'm kicking you.
As Deathmatch tries desperately to kick them, the player says they're fine.
That was the spirit of someone or it was a Russian. Can't confirm.
Final message. Upon being kicked, the entire game becomes a shade darker, and after standing around for a bit, the audio begins eroding and distorting. Our mystery player returns. Why would you do that? It almost looks like Deathmatch goes...
My name is Carmen Winston.
...to apologize before changing his mind.
I do not trust you.
Deathmatch tries and fails to fight the player, quitting out of the match the second he's defeated. He sits at the title screen before coming to a realization.
The tools of the artist. The artist, Matman. The tools, Hammer. I know what I have to do.
For those of you who don't know, Hammer is actually the tool used to create maps in Goat Source and Source Engine titles. This has been a gaming fun...
So, what did Deathmatch mean by Klein's video? Well, as it turned...
The fuck was that bit?
...out, if you go to the very first video on the channel, there is a comment from another channel perfectly matching Klein 12. And on there, uploaded 1 day after the first Deathmatch upload, is a video called I Can't Do This Anymore, repeated ad nauseum. Okay, so there's going to be some moments in the series like this that if you're used to ARGs and internet horror stuff, will make your eyes roll, but if you can grin and bear it, there's cool stuff underneath, I promise. This video features Klein conducting his own investigation of the map. He reveals that Matt...
Yeah, to be fair, being self-aware about it is kind of based because, yeah, like, this is a very saturated genre now.
...has contacted him, but he's determined not to be scared.
Do you hear me? I'm not afraid anymore.
He's eventually accosted by another mystery player, much like Deathmatch will be 4 days from now. This one going by a different name, although sharing the same
Bandicam. Yeah, I just look at that and I think, oh, soul!
skeleton player model.
Who are you?
Me.
Madman?
No, follow me.
Klein starts typing out that he doesn't trust the player before deciding it'd be much smarter to simply blow his head off.
How'd you even get in the server? I password protected it.
I know, follow me.
Klein is then led to the room with the leak.
This is important. I reckon you'll need it. You need to get out.
What?
Out of the boundaries. I reckon you'll need it. I reckon you'll need it. I reckon you'll...
The player disconnects, a Discord screen share sound effect plays, and the video ends.
Dude, I thought that was my Discord for a second there. I was like, what the fuck?
Heading back to the...
I know for a fact half the people lurking this stream, they just woke up. Half the stream definitely just woke up right now.
...original channel, things continue to only get worse. There's a series of community posts, all captioned with binary code and containing cryptic messaging. The first one, translating to "obey or burn," shows a dark, completely unintelligible image. Upon boosting the brightness, it shows that it's a burning barrel by a brick wall. The second image, translating to "the inner depths call," shows a dead player on the edge of what looks like a rough recreation of the leaking area from Crossfire Fun, with repeating text in the top right corner of "inner depths." The third and final image, translating to "find the tool," once again Brighton shows a chair, radio, and something I can't quite make out amongst a blood-soaked floor in what looks to be the same area as the burning barrel. Whoever is making these doesn't stop at just community posts and also uploads some videos. The first one being simply titled...
Thank you, Onyx, for joining.
Uploaded 9 days later on February 6th. We're shown highly distorted footage of a brick room, once again bathed in red lighting. The video cuts to what looks like a Half-Life 2 stalker, missing several limbs, amongst flashes of the corpse character from the homicide videos, just kind of chilling in a chair. Someone walks into frame as the phrase "inner depths" covers the screen. They play with the stalker for a little bit, as we're shown more flashes of things I can't really make heads or tails of. Some of them are player characters and what looks like outlines from a character design sheet. We cut to black before a bell chimes and the video ends. The description reads one word: fear. This video actually has closed captions, and 12 seconds into them, there's a link to an unlisted upload from 1 day later on February.
I like how every single ARG on Earth does this. There's always an embedded link or like an unlisted link that takes you to a video.
February 7th, going by the name Security. The video starts with a black screen containing white text. Fear.mkv.
You feel it. You feel.
An encrypted message flashes for a single frame before we're taken to what looks like more security camera footage, reminiscent of Corpse Watch. We're shown a security guard in what appears to be an indoor car park. He leaves his station and we hard cut to a first-person perspective of a different player, who comes in to find the security guard already dead. Strange swirling audio plays as he discovers another corpse, one whose head has been replaced by that of a stalker's. The player enters the security cubicle to find one final body, another charred corpse. The encrypted text from the beginning is base 32 encoded, and upon decoding it, it reads,
"Do not try. I will be there to prevent."
Oh, damn. Thank you, Melina, for the raid. 1,127 people. Damn, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. It was nice to see you again in Stockholm. Oh, I miss Sweden. Sweden was really nice. Thank you so much. Welcome viewers from the raid. My Twitch career is saved.
Have you ever felt it?
February 9th, Deathmatch's last upload exploring Crossfire is modified, having its own secret link added into the captions. The video linked is called Flesh Pillar. It shows a player slowly walking through a version of the Crossfire map with the floor texture swapped for exposed flesh. In the middle of the nuke area, there's the titular
hyper-realistic flesh
pillars.
When are you going back to Sweden? I'm not for a bit. I got to stay out the country for 3 months. So I'm in like month 1 now. But instead of staying here 2 more months, I'm gonna go to Australia for a year. I leave like next week.
Video captions read,
yeah, if anyone just joined the stream, we're watching a spooky Half-Life series. ARG, I guess.
whoever is playing comes across a bloodstain and flashes their name on screen for a moment, revealing that there are 2 players on the server currently. Our player called Fun and another called Sad.
Wait, is Zoil here as well? Someone just added him.
Fun stands around observing the flesh pillar before something happens that causes him to begin running. The video cuts to black, and when we return, it's to footage of Fun seemingly hiding. Their health is at a measly 5, and we get another caption.
I am always watching you.
Then, out of nowhere, Deathmatch appears in the chat.
Okay, am I recording? Let me check.
He spawns in and starts saying the dialogue that began the video where Deathmatch would be interrupted by another player for the first time. This whole time...
Thank you, Ashley. Do not come to my country. Unlucky.
Deathmatch has been under surveillance. The next video, uploaded 18 days later, is called That Was Me. We're shown a very distorted view of what I think is the brick room again. There's a player surrounded by the chair, radio, and other props from the hack community posts, and for a couple of frames, this really dumb photo of Barney with blood trickling down his face.
Oh my god. And it was going so good! And then we actually have Le Ben drowned face.
Flashes on screen before we get what I think is supposed to be a jump scare. Ah, well.
Half-Life community going crazy over this one. You know, I've seen on like Twitter and stuff, there's like a group of people. It's so insane how autism works, right? Like, I know that you've got like a huge Transformers following on Twitter, like people into the robots and stuff like that. But I've seen that there's loads of people that are literally just into like they stan Barney from Half-Life, but not just Barney, like, you know, the Black Mesa security guards. It's crazy. Like, it must be such a super niche fandom.
Can't win them all. Eventually, we get to a distorted, fucked up version of the Half-Life title screen.
They took his mouth away. I have no mouth and I must scream.
Freeman's face removed of all features. The screen flickers and distorts while the left side reads, I am not friend. And the red text that starts out as just saying Half-Life with crude depictions of weapons from its sequel then turns into the following phrases.
like the ghost infecting his computer is like, guys, make sure to like and subscribe.
It's very reminiscent of those old FNAF.
Dude, that edit there, it literally looks like one of those like ironic edits from like MLG videos. Also, is that lips on the HEV suit?
Reminiscent of those old FNAF ransomware videos, and I just love the vibe of those, so this was fun to see. The video cuts, flickering into a shot of a burnt corpse hanging. So it seems that whoever is uploading these videos has tipped their hand and potentially shown themselves to either be the true creator of the map or at least heavily...
Yeah, Podal style. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I'm really happy someone pointed that out.
...involved with whatever's going on, thanking us for viewing his creation, and the text saying, I am you? It'll make some sense in a minute. One day later, on February 28th, Deathmatch finally regains control of the channel, making a community post and uploading another video attempting to explore the map. Because I guess none of this was a deterrence. The video opens with Deathmatch explaining that his account was full-on hacked, but for reasons we're not told, he's got it back. He then says that despite not wanting to explore the map further, he feels like he has to. And after claiming to have an idea, he runs to the room with the leak and begins firing into it. This causes the video to stutter and a loud buzzing sound to occur. The sound gets progressively worse until it all cuts out, only for it to be replaced by this. A counter begins and Deathmatch runs around in a blind panic.
Oh my god, bro, I got out the chair 7 seconds.
He tries to close the game but is unable to. The quit button no longer functioning. The timer reaches 0 and the regular colors return to the map as a new player joins the server. The player, having the skin of a burnt corpse, approaches and begs.
To be fair, that's a good twist. I was genuinely expecting a game crash there.
For help.
Help, he's coming.
The admin's coming. Don't do fail RP, please. No. He's going to drag you with the fizz gun. No, you don't understand. He's going to put you in a little cage and then ask you why you did fail RP.
Fine, it's not letting me.
Wait a minute. He couldn't leave the game? Do I see a server blight reference here?
Using the console, Deathmatch is finally able to close out of the server, but the game quickly loads him into an entirely new level without warning. It's an area made of flesh, cloaked in darkness, with flashing lights from windows above. Continuing through reveals that this is just another version of Crossfire. After making his way to the nuke area, he notices another player scurry away out of sight from a window, and a dead character model for Barney, along with a track of bloody handprints leading inside the building. Deathmatch continues inside before hearing a gunshot. Peeking around the corner cautiously, he sees someone exit the secret room before running to hide. We hear footsteps as Deathmatch braces for a fight.
Just turn off the power. Yeah, once you kind of realize with these ARGs, they could just unplug their computer. No, you don't get it though, guys. If they turn off the PC, they're going to lose their 20-hour call with their Discord kitten.
Deathmatch tries to fire, but his guns are disabled. He tries to kick the player, but is unable to. The given reason being he's not the server operator. It seems that this is no longer Deathmatch's, well, Deathmatch. An alarm sounds, and suddenly Deathmatch can shoot again, and promptly blows the fuck out of Barney. He's not too pleased.
What is his name?
Well, that's very helpful.
Who is he?
It's not Purple Guy. I swear to God if I find out this is a FNAF link.
Deathmatch enables another nuke. The nuke goes off and he's kicked from the server. This ends the video. In the comments, there's a notable interaction between Deathmatch and the returning GOAT, Geezer.
If anyone wants to investigate, be warned, some creepy shit may happen like this.
I investigated the map myself, you were right. Also, your friend Klein12 uploaded a video. You should check that. They're telling you to stop investigating.
I like how he's just a Leon simp.
March 1st. Klein uploads a video with no name, simply the Bandicam recording the video came from. It's a low bitrate clip of him playing Gmod, smacking an orb, a stalker, and a burnt corpse.
Oh my frames. Oh my frames.
Next to the heckin' spooky dark room. The description reads,
I've lost my mind, 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 I've lost my mind.
I don't think Klein is doing too good, guys. Heading over to Geezer's channel, he uploads a video of his very own the next day on March 2nd.
3 subs. Leon Kennedy fell off, man.
Containing his own attempt at an investigation.
Literally nothing important happens. A guy called the Judge joins his map, they kill each other for 5 minutes, and the video ends, so I'm cutting this part out of the script.
12 days later, on March 14th, Deathmatch returns with another addition to his own investigation. We see Deathmatch make a new server, specifically setting it so that only one player can be on it at any given time, and for even more security gives it a password. Once booting in, he runs around for a bit before the map data moshes into something completely different. This version of the map is built from blocky red and black error textures glitching and meshing together while the sky...
Why does he type in the chat saying what when he's the only person in the server?
Skybox has grown even darker. After exploring, he knows that in this version of the map, there's no leak. And for whatever reason, he can't view the player list. He then comes across this strange purple texture and tries interacting with it.
I guess it's like making notes, so because it's uploaded to YouTube so the viewers could see.
To no luck. Well, I guess the leak is back. Deathmatch makes a break for it in what I think is a Source Horror's first intense chase sequence. He runs until he makes it to an entirely new area.
Bro has never played Cry of Fear, come on. First Source Horror chase sequence, come on, man.
Filled with disconnected floating platforms, making it to these ones that cycle rapidly through what looks to be more fleshy textures. Deathmatch slips and falls, and upon dying, the game crashes. 16 days later, we get another video.
Close enough. Welcome back, Cruelty Squad.
It begins frantically. Deathmatch boots into the map and immediately runs out. The flickering green light seems to have spread, illuminating more of the map than before. Deathmatch says he's going to do an experiment. His typing is disjointed and he's distracted by distant noises, seemingly more consumed by paranoia than ever. He says his experiment will be related to the name of a player, but before we can get any more detail, we're interrupted by a new face. A ghost face.
What's up, dude?
Why when I saw that, I just immediately thought of the Warzone skin.
Long time no see.
Hello?
Remember me? It's Ghostface. What is this map, dude?
Please leave.
No, bruh.
I'm doing something private.
Why? Was it like 8 gigs?
Wait. 8 gigabytes? Okay, in the first video, the map is shown to be around 300 kilobytes, and just for
He just joins with a Goku avatar.
reference, the entire game of Half-Life single player and all
It's not a
is
gig.
562
Yeah, it's
megabytes.
like half a gig.
A single map being 14 times the size of that implies a depth to this that, honestly, I don't want to consider too heavily yet.
It's best if you uninstall the map.
No! You're a noob! 1v1 me!
Noob with the zeros, man. Oh my Zuma.
They fight one-on-one for a while until Ghostface begins to discover the map's eccentricities.
Please don't go through the map anymore. I don't want more people to get involved with
Just kick him from the game.
The pleas fall on deaf ears, and before we know it, Ghostface sets off a nuke. He's kicked from the game as Deathmatch falls into a panic, before instantly spawning into the red era version of the map, where Ghostface is waiting for him.
Where are you?
Dude, this is crazy!
Please leave.
No!
Oh my god, this guy has the patience of a saint. I would have lost my fucking mind at this point.
This is a shitty prank! Fuck you! What? I can't leave!
It's not a prank. Oh god, no.
Dude, let me leave! Dude!
Where are you?
Parkour
Dude, I remember like using Xbox when I was like 12 and I would just talk exclusively in all caps.
Siberia!
Please, stay together.
What?
The comedic relief character in a horror film. What's up, Super Wee Bros?
Ghostface stops responding, and Deathmatch finds them dead in the same area he fell to his own demise. Once the body despawns, Ghostface vanishes from the server. Deathmatch wanders back through the map, finding the leaking room that started the chase in the last video. He enters, the leak kills him upon impact, and he's instantly loaded back into the base version of the map, ending the video.
Wasn't his Glock still messed up there though as well, the pistol?
At this point, I think I can start to lay out my main theory as to what this series is getting at and what this all means. It's been a long journey, and I don't normally like to spend this much time just saying what happens in a series uninterrupted, but the pieces for this one are so scattered that I felt it necessary. Okay, so I believe that the map itself, the leak being a visual personification of it, is a kind of virus, both in a computer sense and a human one, taking over the minds of those who play it and spreading amongst them through sharing. You ever see those Smile movies? It's like if that thing got good at using hammer. When someone first opens the map and explores...
I want to talk about this for a second. If anyone... There's some sheep running outside. If anyone's seen Smile and Smile 2, what are they going to do with the third film? Because if any of you know the second film, the way it ended, spoilers, by the way, just put your fingers in your ears. I'll actually lower. I'll tell you what, I'll do this and I'll lower it after I say the spoilers are finished, okay? At the end of Smile 2, like hundreds and hundreds of people see the curse, so they're all infected as well. So where do you even go from there? Like, what happens? I reckon what they're going to do is they're going to do a prequel. Because that's the only thing they can do after that. I'll be honest, the only reason I even watched Smile in the first place, Smile and Smile 2, because they're okay for horror films. They're nothing insane. You know, most horror films are slop. But with Smile, the soundtrack was done by Cristobal, who did the Utopia soundtrack. That's not the only reason I watched that stuff.
The infection process has already begun.
But I'm happy he worked on it because it's a pretty solid film.
Beginning the madness that will eventually consume the player whole. The more they play, the more they investigate, the further the madness eats away at them, and the more they interact with the leak, the more they lose themselves until the infection...
Smile 0, moderately happy. Yeah, I was talking
Falling on an easy b-hop like that. He deserves to have his soul consumed and dragged to hell. Get good NOOB.
Thank you, Noob, for the 10. Yeah, I was talking to Dolan about the possibility of like a Smile. like before Smile 2 got announced, and we just called it like Smile 2 the Grin, you know, just like the most shitty subtitles you could imagine. It was like, and then we'd call it like Smile 3 the Frown.
Fully takes over, leaking into the real world through violent acts with horrifying results.
Please get a haircut. No, I like showing my roots. Thank you, Lynn, for the 7.
I think the different player models in the Gmod videos are the stages of infection, visually represented by the burnt corpse once it's spread to you, and the stalker model when the virus has completely taken over. I think the MP4 videos recreating a series of murders are the end result of someone infected with this disease. And once the virus has completed its cycle, the consciousness is claimed, both the perpetrator and the victims they take are absorbed into the map itself, culminating in a sort of hive mind. A fleshy digital mass filled with wandering spirits hell-bent on spreading itself further. In this sense, the map itself is alive, sharing a virtual mind with all these wandering spirits, whether they're lost in
Fat Cry 2 when? I gotta get through Fear and Hunger first, buddy.
madness and all for the leak or trying to warn against it and protect others. They're all stuck together in an endless loop of agonizing, torturous fun. The more the hive...
Yeah, because the guy that was warning him, he seemed pretty aware, like he was trapped, but he couldn't leave kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of agree with that theory that it's a cycle.
Mind consumes, the larger and more unruly it becomes. Each new edition causes fractures and layers. Think the never-ending hallways and slight modifications of the same home in House of Leaves, or its gay Doom Masterclass lookalike. As one delves deeper into the varying forms it takes, the seeming
My House.wad mentioned.
bottom level, one reserved for only the lowliest members of the hive, is the version consisting of writhing flesh, the map in its most animalistic and primal state, and the version of the map closest to its creator, somebody who not only set these events into motion, but is reveling in the results. Going back to the video That Was Me, I think it's the origin of the map's creator. The video contains the text, "I am you, do not run," which is quite literal if you were to have just been absorbed into this nightmare. I think the hanging figure is the creator. That was me. It was the creator, but not anymore. Now he's taken on a new form, one that only wishes to grow in size. However, because the map is so large and
Yeah, this theory is like really pulling from server blight, I feel.
so volatile, the consciousness seems capable of being stretched too thin. When a player first loads in and the map is in its smallest version, it's able to turn off the ability to leave, to fire
Thank you, Wolf, for the 2. Loved your content, helped me through uni. Glad to hear it.
your weapons or access its secret rooms, but as the spirits play hell, as the player delves deeper and the map grows endlessly larger, in an attempt to keep it all together, it loses the ability to control as many little aspects, which is how the players regain control of their weapons and are able to leave at different points throughout the series when at other times they are incapable of quitting. And when you get to that level, a player is able to use the map's very own functions to harm the spirits in the map itself, hence why the nuke, a basic function of Crossfire, causes such a violent response. The only drawback being is that it may awaken less friendly aspects of the map. Further proof that this virus is more than just a broken map comes with the next few videos on the channel. Over the course of April 8th and 9th, Deathmatch uploads videos of the games Portal, Doom, and Project Zomboid, maybe in an attempt to just get away from it all, take a much needed
In the Project Zomboid video, Deathmatch says just this, although the text only lasts 1 frame. I just want to take a break.
breather. In the Portal video, the game plays fine until Deathmatch dies, where it sounds like labored breathing plays before the video cuts off. In the video of Doom, all of the NPCs in the game's first level are missing, completely removed. And as for Project Zomboid, the game seems fine, Deathmatch runs through the tutorial, and if anything out of character happens...
Dude, I remember playing the tutorial and it was like press Q to use the cure. Worst bait I've ever seen in my life.
I'd have no idea because I've never played Project Zomboid. I only play awesome games for like cool-tastic people, so get off my back. The interesting part
Rayman 2 mentioned, kind of based.
with this one comes from the description, seeming to have a leak of a conversation between Deathmatch and an unknown third party, hidden just enough to slip past something that may be watching his every move.
But why? I don't know, man. I just can't continue with it. Was it that bad? No, I like the game a lot. It's not that it's bad, but rather the fact that it might be in the game, as if it follows me. What? What do you mean, it?
Whatever Deathmatch has unleashed by opening this map, it will not let him rest, following him from application to application, fucking with him until he continues the investigation. He doesn't want to, he has to. He has to go deeper and deeper until he loses himself just like the rest. We finally know what Matt meant by the need to remove it. And that's another thing. Who the fuck is Mapman03? If he's the actual creator of the map, how is he sending emails? Well, it's time to dip our heads back into the oil drum of mystery and try and
Ghost emails.
Figure it all out. But first...
For today's snack time, me and my boyfriend decided to ingest a good old-fashioned...
Why am I seeing an influx of people doing horror ARGs and they always just cook food or something halfway through? Yeah, it's an ad for Tesco's pizza.
We got a Tesco with fried cheese, and after cooking it in the oven, it's time to dig in. Dang, what a good pizza.
That looks so grim, dude.
So I give that a 10 out of 10. It's so good it makes me want to drop the microphone. Let's say that song one more time just for fun.
Not even any meat, it's just a margarita? Holy mid.
On April 9th, a new video is posted to Deathmatch's channel simply called lampshade.mp4. The description is just as direct.
Why is this on my PC?
So it seems whatever is able to fuck with Deathmatch's games, it's starting to leave some messages too. The video, once again filmed in Gmod, takes us to the brick wall room we've seen so much as of late, with the camera moving to reveal what looks like the shadows of several static imposing figures. We cut to another shot showing the entirety of the room. Wires are strewn about everywhere, connecting to distant pieces of machinery. Distorted, swirling audio plays as we're shown what I think is a grimly lit stalker model flailing and spasming. We're shown the figures which were casting the shadows from the perspective of someone trapped and unable to look away.
Have they got lampshades on their head or buckets?
A player walks towards our POV, pulls out a shotgun, and takes him out. The next shot shows the body of our previous POV, revealing that this is all a clearer version of the events depicted in and that was me, or at least is showing that this is a reoccurring ritual, perhaps how a player is taken into the hive mind, or just the map's creator torturing the inhabitants for amusement. These much better lit shots also show that this all seems to take place in the dark room from GM Construct, which I know is about as beaten to death as a ground beef smash patty, but I like to think, and I hope, that this is just merely a set, and that this
Let old game is let empty. Okay, you are definitely being a little bit facetious there.
series is not alluding to a connection with this area, as that would really put a damper on the whole thing. I think that the room is representing the heart or maybe the brain of the hive mind, hence all the wires, the machinery, and the fact that players are seemingly held here, waiting to be converted to the masses of wandering husks. Following this, on April 11th, we get this video, clearly not uploaded by Deathmatch and whose title translates from decimal code to observing. The video is 18 straight minutes of Discord messages between Deathmatch and a new character going by Terminal Square. It's a grueling watch, but it starts out as Deathmatch trying to get more suggestions of games to record before asking if Square believes in the paranormal, going on to relay his experiences with the Crossfire map, talking about how after the initial investigation, he lost contact with
We need a CS Family Guy Death Run ARG.
Klein and the vanishing of Ghostface, revealing that they were a former school friend, and upon trying to call them after the incident, their parents answered and said that they haven't seen them for a while. I guess they're just fine not knowing where their kid is. Deathmatch goes on about the guilt he feels for everything and just how much of a toll it's all taking, telling Square, who he name drops as Chris, that his grandma has recently gone into a coma, which as far as I can tell is completely unrelated to the other events of the series, but I mean...
Could you imagine, like, instead of like my wife's soul is trapped in the game, it's my grandma who's in a coma?
Okay, kick him while he's down, I guess. Deathmatch asks Chris if he's seen Klein at all, to which Chris responds that his Steam activity showed him playing Gmod. The video ends with Deathmatch trying to get into contact with Klein, with the very last frame showing Klein's response. And up until this point of the script, that was all we had in regards to Deathmatch 67, until one final video was uploaded, Investigation number 5. And from the thumbnail alone, I can tell this one's going to be a doozy. The video starts with Deathmatch standing around in Crossfire. He once again says he's going to try something before Klein makes his grand return, coming out of retirement to assist.
Hey Pyro. Papa Pyro here. The director of Smile called and says you should star in his new film called Smile for the Hairline. He says you should give him a call if you're interested. Love you.
Thank you, Dad, for the 10. I appreciate it.
Have you installed it?
I did. Where do I put it?
I don't remember.
What? Alright, cut him some slack, mate. He did just recover from being completely insane to help you investigate the map that drove him completely insane. They head to the courtyard nuke area where Deathmatch questions Klein on how he knows to do what they're about to do. He receives no answer, and Klein sprays a strange-looking lightning bolt symbol into the center of the ground, and nothing happens.
Maybe it's only for me. Let me try it.
Deathmatch sprays the goofiest looking pentagram I've ever seen, and after a brief visual flicker, again, nothing happens. They head inside, and
Why a pentagram?
Deathmatch sprays another symbol. Klein then says that
I think if
It's like an MS Paint pentagram.
I'm not wrong, it will open a server connection between crossfire_fun and wherever it sends us to.
Klein walks into the circle and is killed on the spot. The screen cuts to black, and when it comes back, Klein has disconnected and his body is replaced by another model. The feed cuts again. When it returns, the screen is baked in a red light, getting worse with each dropout, and oh, I caught you! You didn't start the clip when you were supposed to. Deathmatch enters the symbol, but upon nothing happening, fills the surrounding area with an obscene amount of explosives and blows himself sky high. We're then shown this.
It's so deep fried. Oh, different camera angle. What the hell?
We fade back into what looks like an arena. Deathmatch walks through it to find another player behind a large glass wall in front of 3 pillars. The player mimics Deathmatch's actions, although sluggishly and poorly. Looking up close, the player's face is distorted and crude. Deathmatch
The face is like see-through, like transparent.
Breaks the barrier between them, and the feed cuts again. When we cut back, it looks as if Deathmatch has killed his imitator as he continues down to the 3 pillars. And getting closer shows that the middle one is...
Bro, this looks like a Cruelty Squad boss.
A pillar of flesh. And not only that, there's a creature made of the same kind waiting for him.
Stand aside. Deathmatch 67. I know who you are. Because
the creature reveals his name, and despite Deathmatch's attempts to censor it, for a couple frames, it's there, plainly uncensored.
Dude, he does this whole ARG just to get name dropped. Unlucky.
For view. Joseph Navarro. Finally, I can stop calling the protagonist for the series Deathmatch. Whether because he was sick of
It's like every Cruelty Squad NPC you talk to.
hearing this or out of pure desperation, Joseph tries to fight back against the creature.
I warned you.
This concludes Deathmatch 67.
Didn't even try and whack him with the crowbar.
For now. So one day, we don't quite know how long ago, a boy named Matthew opens up the Hammer editor and makes a slightly modified version of the Half-Life Deathmatch map Crossfire just for shits and giggles. He's inexperienced, just playing around and seeing what he can do. He messes with the lighting, adds in some rooms, decides, hey, if this
is getting scary, can I turn it off? It's okay, it's nearly over. Just hide under the pillow.
Going to be buggy and messy anyway, let's make it creepy on purpose. At some point, either intentionally or not, he deletes just enough to open the map up into a void, one that seems to stretch on forever. And when he does that, a force, a piece of evil flowing perhaps from a body of a recent tragedy, or moving on from that vessel, sees an opportunity and decides to inhabit this digital space. Once infected, it's able to take over and contact Matt, beginning the process. Before he's claimed completely, Matt is able to get the map out there, praying that someone, anyone, is able to find it within the map and destroy it. A caveat to this plan, though, is that it's resulted in the spreading of the virus. Countless souls have been claimed by this thing, and it grows ever larger, ever more
Rest in peace, my boy Ghostface.
Powerful until it falls into the hands of Deathmatch and his band of merry men. From there, they're all infected, and it's only a matter of time until they find the secret to defeating this cosmic horror or succumb to its influence. The series is a bit of a mixed bag. A lot of the attempts at being scary are quite cliched. The pacing is slow and monotonous, and the characters act in ways that are at times kind of infuriating. Hey Joseph, if you're so scared about what's going to happen to Ghostface, maybe try shutting down the server or unplugging your PC instead of 1v1ing him for 5 minutes and refusing to explain what's going on. And why haven't you opened the map in Hammer yet?
True.
You decided to do that 3 months ago and then just never did it. Why is that? Also, how did Klein just like go insane and then just decide not to be insane anymore? But for all its rough parts, the concepts and the potential on display here is something else. The pacing seems slow and arduous, and it is, but what that also gives way for is a feeling of realism. It truly feels at points like you're just watching.
Even the guy said it's boring. No, saying that it's like, it's a bit inconsistent.
Friends dick around and discover.
Shall we see if there's more videos? When did they put the video out? A month ago? That was 10th of May. 10th of May. 16th. There's actually been so many more videos. All right. Do we go through these videos, or do we play an airport run by dogs? Which one? What do you want to do, chat? I'll leave it up to you. I'm not doing FNAF. I said I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, we'll do the airport. Sure. All right. I did say I'd play this. I did say I'd play it. This guy has been hounding me. Also, I'm expecting that $200, by the way, which you mentioned an hour ago. You said you give me $200 for playing this. So I'm waiting for that, I think. Thank you very much. All right, I have no idea how this game works. I booted it up for like 5 minutes just to see like if it was even playable.
A deal is a deal.
Thank you, that one guy, for the $200. Holy. Thank you for the 200, man. Appreciate it. W's in chat for that one guy. All right, I guess we do a new game. Yeah, I played it for like 10 minutes. But we'll do a new game. Wow, the sensitivity is way up. Can I turn that down? Now I can't move. Bruh, you need like some sensitivity or you can't move. Okay, great stuff. Move. Look. Jump. Run. Interact. He dropped a piano on your head and then locked us in a metal box. In hindsight, trusting a dog named Cage Dog, the dog who loves cages, was a bit of a mistake. I don't blame you for doing it, but a mistake was absolutely made. Did you say he dropped a piano on my head? He was a 7-foot-tall husky. It was incredibly easy for him to drop a piano on your head. I put together this board to help you move your limbs again. Remember how to use airports. You remember, you're fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Of course. You've thrown mind-altering substances at dogs and made deals and translated arcane languages and taken flights all the time. This is second nature. You are, as they say, in your element. Brain damage notwithstanding. Yeah, I'm probably not suffering from a catastrophic brain damage at all. Relax for as long as you need to. This airport is undergoing renovations, so things will be quiet for a while. No one will bother you. What's that noise in the background? My fucking dad is like, he's spraying the window with a jet hose to clean it. I have to get back to my job with R and Dog. Big project, can't exactly wait. I'm glad the giant piano didn't break your head. Happy anniversary. I love you, weirdo. Love you too, weirdo. See you on Beachwell. Well, that wasn't hard. Uh-oh. Okay, guess I can't go that way. Is that just a PNG of a dog? Why does that dog look so awkward? Did you watch me and my fiance get kidnapped by a 7-foot tall dog? I'm very small. I don't get involved. When I see a cute anniversary dinner turn into a hostage situation and possible concussion, I stay quiet. Seems like an abdication of responsibility. 2 years old, man. I don't even know what abdication means. I just want to live my quiet life, quietly watching other people get into trouble. If anyone asks, this conversation didn't happen.
Hey, are you gonna check out Gloomwood again soon? Love you, my big burly man.
Yeah, I'm definitely burly. I'm kind of waiting for Gloomwood to go 1.0, I'll be honest. Pedogstrian. I just read that as pedo. Bork, 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 bork. Just a giant floating fire hydrant there. Does that time actually change? It's weird. I can go walking anytime I want, but I don't want to go walking. Is that weird? I like how it's just a PNG. I can't read any of that. That's not even a human language. Ticket dog. Hello, I have a short-term memory loss. Need a boarding pass to Beachwell? Yes, please. Here you go. Enjoy your flight. I've opened a gate to the rest of the airport. Have a wonderful day. Not right now. Yes, I need 50 of them. Holy, can I just collect... Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna collect all of them. I need another 50. No, 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 you don't understand. I need another 50. Not right now. I need another 50. I need another 50. I need another 50. Another 50. Another 50. Another 50. Another 50. Another 50. You know what? Let's have another 50. Maybe one more 50. Maybe another 50. I need 500 cigarettes. Another 50. Another 50. Yeah, I just need another 50. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Close. I just need some more tickets. I need a couple more tickets. Just a few more tickets, please. Alright, that should be enough. You know what? I need another 50. I need another 50. I need another 50. Just one more set of 50 tickets. I'm making a lot of return flights. Yeah, I'm going to be flying like to and from Beachwell. Just some more? Can I just get a few more? I'm having a hard time ordering because there's so many tickets, but I still need more tickets. No, you don't understand. I need 50. I need another 50. The the frames. I need another 50. Just another 50, and then another one. Yep. The game is slowing down. The game is slowing down. 50 more just 50 more tickets. 50 more. You know what? I might be flying twice on the same day, so another 50. Perfect. Yeah, just another 50. Perfect. Yeah, just another 50. Yeah.
Have you seen Reggae Wars videos on YouTube? They're just perfection. They're a must-watch.
What?
My fave is Revenge
What are you... What? I can't hit the game. Oh, my frames. Oh, my frames. I just need 50 tickets, man. I just need 50... Oh, my God. I bricked it. All right. That's enough tickets. That's enough ticket. That is actually enough tickets. Please. I don't want any more I can't get out the menu. I just keep ordering tickets. Right, okay. We're done. I'm not ordering anymore. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, I can't play this game. Dude. What has happened to my frames? My frames have gone. They have gone. Oh, wait, how did I get that far backwards? Dude, I can't play this. I can't play. I can't. Brit. Dude. Wait a minute. Okay. I gotta, like, be very careful the way I move. There's, like, a huge delay. Alright, so I go to the right. Right, look at this, guys. I'm gonna press D to move right. I pressed it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Right, forward a bit. No. Back. Okay, forward just a bit. Now look down just a bit. Nice. Okay, just need 50 more tickets. Just 50 more tickets. Perfect. Some more tickets, please. Thank you. Yeah. Just a bit more. It's turning into a PowerPoint slideshow. It's gone into, like, I'm getting, this is like Nintendo. This is if this game came out on the Switch. Look at these frames. I can't. Oh my god, he's slowing, dude. He's slowing down so much. I think my PC is gonna break. I think the PC is gonna break. What happened? Oh, the game crashed. Okay. Okay. We will do that again. Please, God, do not save when I ordered those tickets. Oh, thank God. Okay. My frames. Oh, I can't. It won't let me leave until I yap to her, I think. Blah 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 blah. Can I leave now? There we go. Hello, can I get one single 50 tickets? Can I get one more 50 tickets? Can I get one more 50 tickets? Just one more 50 tickets. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. You gotta know when to... You gotta know when to stop, you know? You gotta know when to stop. You gotta know when to stop. One more. Okay, that's it. No more. Can't read that. Photo dog. You look incredible. Well, I should take your picture. We've all got places to go and cool things to do. If you need a red passport, though, you can use my photo booth. All I need is a fancy bottled toilet water. I've got the fancy bottled toilet water right here. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I need fancy bottled toilet water. Oh, my ticket. No, my ticket. What if I just keep printing photos? All right, we're not. No. I can't move. All right, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're gonna brick the game again. I'm guessing this is information. Hello. Greetings. I apologize that you have to see Phobos in this state. We're currently undergoing major renovations, so the next time you arrive here, things should be substantially altered. We prefer to be seen as charming rather than broken. I'm not the typical information dog, but since Claudio isn't here, I'll have to do. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I know where to go. Enjoy your trip. Dog operator here. Who'd you like to call? My mum. I'm sorry, that number seems to be out of service. Yeah, I know. What do you mean, yeah, I know? Shit, I just... Uh-oh. Hang on. I just lost my ticket. Alright, I lost my ticket. Could I get 50 more? Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. What's the speed run for this, guys? The any % world record? A vending machine here. Real good popper. Squeaky salami. Soda. 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 Isn't... Squeaky salami. Hello. Cabinet dog. I'm going to cut to the chase. I bought a lot of cabinets. And by a lot, I mean every single cabinet I could find. For years, I've done this. I'm a marina drowning in a sea of cabinets, and I've created this ocean because I am Poseidon. And I don't know what this metaphor means anymore, but I'm still talking. Suffice to say, I have so many cabinets. Please save me from cabinets. Buy a cabinet. Buy several cabinets. I'll take one cabinet. I'll take more, but I'm sorry. I don't know if I can save you. We're both doing the best we can, and that's all we can do. I'll take the cabinet before I'm tempted to get a new one. Holy shit, I got a cabinet. Dude, look at this cabinet. Look at this cabinet, dude. Where'd you go? Dogs when you try and take a picture of them. Toilet paper. Did that help? Oh, there's no one in there. A haiku for dogs. It describes the taste of bone. Award-winning work. What? Premium water dispenser. I think he wanted dog water though, right? Bartender dog. Welcome to the back end. It's named that because butts are on the back of your body. I've been told it's extremely funny. I see what you're thinking. You want to drink from your own toilet bowl. Consider this a home away from home, a place to forget your troubles. Stick your head underneath a hygienic and delicious tap of premium toilet water. What can I get you? You basically can't go wrong where toilet water is involved. But I prefer a modern bowl paired with an aged reservoir. Mature taste with a modern edge. You could always drink from the bathroom, but where's the fun in that? Where's the ambience? That's why I like working here. You see 1,000 faces and they're all happy to see you because you care about the same thing. Also, they're dogs. Yeah, can I actually get the... Least I could do, my friend. You enjoy that premium toilet water. Yeah, where is it? Okay. I need to give it to the other dog. Yo, here's the water. Oh, awesome. I'll put this... Very good use. Enjoy the passport. Oh, now I get a picture. Right. So I got a cabinet. I got a passport. I got a boarding pass.
Hey Pyro, this is the first stream I've been able to catch you live on. I'm so glad I can finally see Ellen DeGeneres' brother in real time. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Dr. Meme, for the 10. Holy shit. Bro, give me all that money. Oh my money. Like, bro, this is me. This is me when I stream. Look at this. Yo, that's the 10. That's the $10, man. Appreciate it. Whoa, another $10? Another $10? What was that? $200 to play a game on stream? Oh, guys, I'm kind of tired now. I can't. I gotta end stream, guys. The bank account's looking a little bit full. Dude, I love seeing these at airports. Because what I do is, like, I always walk next to them and try to outwalk them. I never do it, but it's worth a try. Camilla. Have you visited a time zone? Don't think so. Not a problem. Being new to something means you can reveal a new piece of yourself in the process. The time zone is a pocket of distorted time-space tucked within 3 cozy walls so we aren't flayed by the unleashed forces of entropy. Step inside, you can watch time fly by. Please try not to use any time-altering substances. Stuff gets weird, stuff gets dangerous. For a single moment, infinity spirals out before you, and I'll be honest, I'm too old to deal with the mess at this point. Don't use time-bendy things at the same time. Bit weird. The word patience has the word pat in it, and that fact haunts me. That's a very high quality picture of a dog. Passport cloak dog. Your pilot is drunk and ready for takeoff. Hand me your boarding pass, we'll get going. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable having a drunk pilot. You don't understand. Our pilots have to be drunk. They're dogs. The sky is so big and they're so small. Your plane is ready for takeoff, but I need your passport first. I don't have a red passport. Here's my passport. Unfortunately, this isn't the passport you need. Head by the photo shop. I have it. Wait, let me drop my YouTuber money. Hang on. Yeah, here. I got it. That's all I'll need. If you've already turned in your boarding pass, you should be able to fly. Shit. Oh. Oh, it's at 3:17. I gotta wait a little bit then. Oh, this is the 3:17 one. Your pilot is drunk and ready for takeoff. I can see my name. We know what's happening here. We know what's up. We know that real business. I'm a bribe dog. And I need something to hold all my bribes. A container of some kind. A wardrobe or a cabinet. Does this work? Oh, I got you. There you go. Cabinet. And I didn't even have to ask. Oh, nice. Okay. I guess we get on this flight then. Is that the whole game? Secret celebrity dog. Have you seen me somewhere? Have I? I did it again. Is that it? Just land at airport? I need 50 tickets. Thank you. 1111, 403. Okay, so it's only 1111 or 403, so I'll just take both. 1111, 403. Can I go down there? Oh, nice. There's another cabinet dog. I'll take a cabinet. Is there a dog stuck here? When you miss a flight, it means you get more time to meet cool people. Miss your flight, it's great. Oh, it's the urinals again. Gonna be honest, I'm completely lost right now. Just once, I want someone to acknowledge the debt Archie owes the Noble Arch for its popularity today. What? You're a tall one. I bet you get rained on a lot. With your head in the sky. Want an umbrella? Yes. Nice physics sound. I got an umbrella. Nice. Hungry? Me too. What's the point of this game? The security. If you find anything dangerous or weird while you're exploring, bring it back to me. I'd like to send something in. What you've got is weird, but it's not really dangerous. Feel free to bring anything you think might fit, though. Pilot dog. Flight isn't ready yet. Gate's closed. The dog is very drunk, by the way. Oh, that one's open. That's 243. Do I have that as a ticket? No. We got 1111 and... What the fuck is this? Average Labrador. Every time I lift a weight, I think about my folks and the weights they lifted to get me here. Important stuff. Honorary cat. I'm a cat girl now. This is the greatest day of my life. Congratulations. I've been working on a cat scent. Mind telling me what you think of it? I'd love to. Okay, this is taking a lot of work. So even if it's bad, please don't laugh. Okay. Okay. That's amazing. That was wonderful. I want to take the title that was entrusted to me seriously. You really helped me out, even though you didn't have to. When I became an honorary cat, I got a unique bolt of yarn. I want to give you some of that yarn. I need to make sure I only give it to someone good. I could hurt a lot of good folks if I mess up. Are you a good person? Yes. The humility is lovely. I'd appreciate a clear answer, though. I wouldn't call myself a good person, no? That's unfortunate. Good thing that people can change. Come back when you're a good person. Now, give me that ball of yarn. I think I'm a good person. Nice. So what do I do with this? You didn't play FNAF today? I never said I was playing it today. I said I was playing it tomorrow. So I got ears. I'm using my quiet time to become a better version of myself. So far, it's absolutely not working. I don't know, chat. Are we committing to this game or no? I really wanted to play it because this guy's been asking me for months, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. Janitor dog. You're probably wondering why your boarding pass, igloos, and fun little whatnots don't stick around when you leave the airport. Or when you turn around. Or when you blink. It's because of me. Sorry about that. Name's Janitor Dog. My parents were very literal. You love this game? Yeah, maybe it might just take me some time to get into it.
I am high and a dog boy. This really appeals to me right now. Thank you, Kyle.
Bruh, that dono! Trust me, bro, the game gets good after the 60th hour. Shut up.
I am in my dog ears, Kyle. Give me a love, go chat.
Shut up! Shut up! Yeah, I don't think I can stream this. I don't think I can stream this. Maybe I come back to this and I actually like dedicate myself streaming it, but I'll be honest, I'm not really feeling it at the minute. I'm really not feeling that game. And I don't want to sit here and like just kind of, you know, just not be interested in the game because apparently it's got really good reviews and stuff.
This gives me dopamine. Just one love. I will go away.
Oh, but if you go away, I stop getting money. That sucks. Play Shush. New slop game just dropped. Yeah, to the guy that gave me the money, that one guy, I will come back to that game. I just feel like you've been asking me for so long, and I feel like if I'm now just doing it, kind of like half-assing it, it's just, you know, you're gonna feel like you've wasted your time and stuff. So, what else we got? Played Dying Light. It got a graphic update. I feel like I want to game something. I could game something. We're doing FNAF tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing FNAF tomorrow. We're doing FNAF tomorrow. Intravenous 2. Isn't that the game that Seth was promoting? All right, I tell you what. We'll go over one more slop. We'll go over one more slop, okay? One more slop, and this is a short one. I just got linked this. Gen Z's addiction problem. This will just be about vapes and TikTok, guaranteed.
Addictions are like Pokemon in the way that they evolve every generation. And no matter how hard we try to get over one addiction, they always come back in another form. Like, bro, this is the same shit, just an evolved version. It's like every time we try to grow as a society, addictions grow with us. Like when we started to make technology and
We are not doing that WoW bit again.
computers.
I give it a 10.
Some of us started drowning on the internet and became terminally online. Or when we found a cure with medicine, someone would find another form of medicine.
Yo, you just found the cure for cancer? That's cool and all, but I just found out about this new drug that makes you see the stars, bro. It's called fentanyl.
There's so many addictions that
I saw this one post on Facebook saying that like weed can cure all forms of cancer.
count, but you'll notice a pattern that they usually fall in.
Fair enough. Chat just can't handle not having their 3 millisecond attention span satiated, lol.
Thank you, that one guy, for the 10. Yeah, I'll be honest, chat, yeah, the problem is with chat, sometimes they'll ask you to do something, and then when you actually do it, they just start spamming bedtime emojis. There's just no winning. But yeah, I will come back to that game at some point. It's just, you've been asking for a while, and I didn't want to just boot up the game and just half-ass it, because like, I'll be honest, you've got to be in the mood for those kind of games, I think, because it's one of the reasons why I've been putting off the Deltarune streams a lot as well, because I know I'm gonna have to read everything and be kind of like high energy, that kind of thing, and sometimes you know, you're just not there. So but yeah, I mean, we got FNAF tomorrow, and we'll see what happens then.
Onto a category in which I label the 4 horsemen of addictions. So in this video, we'll be going over each of them, starting with the rising addiction of gooning.
Gooning, my beloved.
Gooning has always been a thing.
Hey Pyro, my 21st tomorrow. 2 of the 3 friends I wanted to hang with have simultaneously gotten themselves into hospital. So I'll be visiting them tomorrow and watching FNAF over wine after that. Don't let me down or I'm pulling my friend's life support.
Thank you, Annan, for the 10. I appreciate it. You're the one that made the dono, right? Saying that you had your birthday on the 30th. I think someone made a dono saying that. But yeah, happy pre-birthday. Hope it goes well.
The older generation had
Hello,
these
Pyro. I've been a big fan. Would love for you to play System Shock 2. Also, can you shout out to my friend Killer Gapey who just came out to his family yesterday? Thanks.
Congratulations, Killer. And thank you, Annan, for the 10. Would you play System Shock on stream? I'm very close to beating it right now off stream. I've been playing it off stream. It's not a game you can stream, I think. I don't know, maybe. I've got so much to do first, though. Maybe afterwards.
VHS tapes and Playboy magazines. But during the age of the internet, It's impossible to scroll through media without at least seeing someone doing thirst traps or promoting their OnlyFans. Now everyone's a gooner. If it was
There is 100% Among Us porn, by the way. Like, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. That definitely is a thing.
wasn't as big of an addiction before, it sure as
I swear, you get like anything in media that's like a faceless character or something, and people just end up drawing stuff of it like any time without fail.
hell is now. Because people in this industry are making generational wealth feeding into the temptation of lust. All thanks to the fact that we are horny motherfuckers. And let's be honest, guys, every single one of us has either shined their pearl or beat their meat before. Is normal, but at least it was in control. Because when did people start whipping their cock out
Oh my god, I forgot about that guy. Oh my god.
at a drive-thru? This guy's stroking his chicken while trying to order some chicken. And I also don't remember people celebrating their 18th birthday by trying to sell their bodies online either. You just got out of high school.
Yeah, OnlyFans actually makes so much money. It is unfathomable. Whatever amount you think someone makes on OnlyFans a month, it's more.
Come on, at least try another career.
Is he called Ghost of the Goon? Is that actually a term? No way Ghost of the Goon is the actual term. Oh my god. It's the first result, bruh.
Porn addiction is already a problem on its own, but it's more shocking on how open it's become. People are on
I remember when Steve-O was like a huge addict, right? Like coke and speed and all that kind of stuff. And then he got clean. He went to rehab because like the Jackass team basically pulled him out to rehab. And apparently after that, he just became a complete gooner. He's clean now, but apparently he replaced all of his vices with just porn.
on the hub daily, while it's more common for younger and younger girls to start their adult career. I feel like back then, if someone was gooning on a daily basis, that would be pretty concerning. And now that's normal for a lot of people. The gooning epidemic has become so normalized and publicized to the point where I've become numb to it. Watching some random person do some seductive dance is just part of the daily scroll session. Even A-list celebrities are getting in on the lust, like with the Sydney Sweeney soap, which is supposedly a bar of soap that uses some of her used bathwater. And of course, it's sold out everywhere.
The worst thing is that would definitely be ironic, but you would have people buying that stuff. Remember the Belle Delphine bathwater, dude? I've got like an amaranth jar of her farts somewhere here that she sent me.
And trust me, I checked. If anyone knows where I can get some, let me know. I'm asking for a friend. The only way to buy this is from eBay resellers listing it for
Bruh. $280, bruh.
$200 a bar. I wouldn't be surprised if some down bad gooner bought this. Cause yeah, who would be so down bad to spend $200 on some Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap? Am I right, guys? And while we're on the topic of money, it brings us to our next addiction.
Yeah, I never get like people subbing to OnlyFans and stuff. I really don't understand that kind of thing. But then again, I've got a thousands of dollar clay statue in my room, so I can't really speak.
Gambling. Gambling is one of the more interesting addictions. As we may know already, the economy in this generation has been getting worse and worse. I don't know if y'all know about this, but there used to be a thing called the McDonald's dollar menu. And a McChicken was $1.
Gambling is only big now because all the streamers do it. It's like even CSGO. Like CSGO literally is gambling.
Now it's pushing $5. But because everything is so expensive nowadays, I would just assume most
Men... Hang on. Chat's moving too quick. Man, some people are so lonely and down bad they have to pay for some woman's bathwater for $280. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
of us have to be more financially savvy and smart to make it by with affording life in 2025. But the opposite effect happened, where people decided to give up and spend it all. Okay, I'm never going to be able to afford a house, but
I'm so happy that I don't get any kind of dopamine from gambling because I would be an addict 100%.
this $50 parlay,
I think I've only gambled online like twice in my life, and both of them were for YouTuber fights where I put like 100 down.
shit,
I lost both of them.
dude, I could turn that to 5 million. Being addicted to gambling is like being addicted to losing money, because logically and statistically, the odds are against.
I think a gambling addiction is one of the worst addictions you can ever have in your life, genuinely. Like, I even think, like, it's got to be up there with, like, alcoholism or something. Genuinely. But, like, yeah, it's just losing all of that money. And I swear that there was some study behind it as well, where it's, like, it's not even the high that people get that gamble. It's, like, when they hit a slot machine, it's, like, just before they win or lose, that kind of rush that they get. Like, they don't know what the outcome's going to be.
Against you, and you're bound to lose more than gain. But that doesn't matter, because there's that slim chance of hitting that jackpot. And it's not like the old days where you had to go out of your way to gamble. You had to deal with flying to
Can you get rich with an alcohol addiction?
Vegas, going to the casinos, the old people hogging the machines. But now, there's online gambling.
Those are terrible, by the way. The slot machines with all the boomers. Like, you will see them sit there 8 hours straight and they'll be like $2 up.
Where you can lose your paycheck simply through tapping the phone on your screen.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think online gambling should be banned. I genuinely think online gambling should just be outright banned. 100%. That's so bad. Like, I know I mentioned this before. But like, when I was in Place Sweden, it's like all their gambling was like state-owned, and like their alcohol, you could never order it or anything like that. You had to go down to the stores to buy it, and the stores were limited hours. But I feel like it's always late at night where people's vices come out, right? It's always late at night where people think like they should do that thing like, ooh, I might have a cigarette, or ooh, I might smoke some weed. You know, like if you're trying to quit, it's always late at night. And dude, if you got a gambling problem, it's like, bruh, like your phone, your computer, you can just go on that anytime. So it's so easy to kind of like, you know, it's so easy to fall into that pattern.
Huh? Wait, tapping the screen on your phone.
My aunt works for an online gambling site and she makes a killing. Yeah, you know the highest paid UK CEO? Highest UK paid CEO. It's a woman and she owns Bet365. That's it. Denise Coates. And even though she took a 45% pay cut, she still earned 158 million in a year. Yeah, it's crazy. What was that, like an OBE? Bruh. Yeah, it's Britain's richest woman. She raised her salary to 280 mil a year. It's just mental how much gambling makes. It's crazy.
You've probably at least seen one gambling sponsor in some shape or form. Maybe from a totally random clip with a stake logo slapped on it, or from a handful of streamers playing these fancy little gambling games similar to Crossy.
Yeah, Roulette got blocked in the UK. You've got to use a VPN to use that, I think.
Road or landmines.
I remember using Roulette. I think I put 50 Ethereum, not 50 Ethereum because that's a lot of money. I put the equivalent of like 50 quid of Ethereum onto it. I just lost it all like immediately. And I was like, oh, that was fun.
And after watching
but like you can build natural addiction to that stuff and like you just can't stop.
these enough, I kind of understand.
Because like what's the cope with people that gamble? It's like, I need to make back what I lost. It's not like every day is like a new day kind of thing.
And the appeal. When something's at stake, it makes it more thrilling, more fun.
What I'm gonna do to solve my
Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum was the only coin I invested in. I invested in it like a couple years ago. I think like 6 years ago. I doubled my money and then I just pulled out. I haven't touched any coin or investment since.
financial problems.
Like any crypto, I mean.
Is I think I'm just gonna go ahead and sell my car. Give me black. Oh my god,
Tell me this.
I mean, people like that though are literally paid by the company, so it's just a win-win for them. They're basically given the equivalent of like store credit.
Doesn't make you want to gamble. And the content creators promoting this, I can't hate. Get your bag. I'd do the same. At the end of the day, people are still losing money, but so far it doesn't seem to be at a level where people go into crippling debt from gambling. So I guess it's not that harmful, unlike the next addiction, drugs. Drugs are the most stereotypical type of addiction. Whenever you think of the word, maybe a rehab center pops up in your mind for people.
The rush when you win it all is best when you can see the person you won it off. When you rip off the whole table, it feels like pure dominance. Holy Sigma in chat.
People trying to stay sober. Something like cigarettes are common back in the day. But as the generation got older, cigarettes got outdated. It used to be advertised by doctors that it was healthy for you. But over time,
dude, I know I mentioned this on stream before, but it's so funny with cigarettes. When they found out that cigarettes were bad for you, they made these like healthy cigarettes that had a filter, and the filter was made out of asbestos. So it was doing like triple damage to you.
Researchers exposed the truth that these pocky sticks were fucking up your lungs.
Have I shown it? I'm very sure I've shown this before, but just in case anyone hasn't seen it. There's like asbestos cigarettes. I've definitely shown this before. Yeah, look at this. The pinnacle of capitalism. In 1952, claims that smoking causes cancer caused Kent Cigarettes to come up with an asbestos filter to protect its smokers. Now with a micronite filter. So instead of like realizing, yeah, this is bad, they just coped. How were they not fucking sued into the ground, bro? Asbestos filters. You know how asbestos works? You know why it's bad for you? You breathe it in, it's breathing in these little shards of, like, basically glass. They pierce your blood cells and, like, make them burst. And, like, your white blood cells that are meant to defend you, they can't even absorb them because it's, like, just trying to absorb glass. Like, it just pierces anything it touches.
It wasn't cool anymore. Plus, it smelled like doo-doo. Ain't nobody trying to be around a smoker. So cigarettes transformed to vaping. And vaping was cool. It supposedly isn't as bad for you. You can do cool tricks with the smoke, and they even got these fruity flavors.
To be fair, I don't think anyone that vapes thinks it's cool. Anyone I've talked to that vapes, they always, like, act very self-aware of how much of a bad thing it is. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that's like, oh, vaping's cool, bro.
This product obviously appeals to someone younger, and it's sad to say that it worked. Because my high school was hooked on this. Teachers are scrambling around trying to catch people vaping and having these whole ass...
Yeah, I tried a vape once. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand it.
Anti-vape.
It's just like, when I had it, my mouth just felt very dry and I wanted to down like an entire bottle of water. And I was like, why is it flavored as well? This is awful.
PSAs. There's so many variations of the new age of drugs. Like people taking laughing gas, sniffing
Almost 2 years vape-free based.
Sharpies, tweaking off substances much worse. But I believe that vaping falls into second place, with the first one being caffeine. Caffeine
Don't you vape on stream? I've never vaped.
takes a crown on being the most common drug, pretty much in all forms of beverages. I'm betting that 99% of us...
Like I said, I vaped like once to try it. It was just disgusting. It was disgusting.
...have either drank coffee or an energy drink within the past week.
I mean, most people that vape are boomers that try to quit smoking, or it's, you know, just kids.
And we think that we're not relying on it. But once you get into the habit of caffeine, it's hard to stop.
I vaped once, I never vaped. No, just because I tried a vape once does not mean I vaped. Surely. That's like trying it. And it's not like I was hooked or anything. I was just like, this is awful.
I had a phase where I'd be chugging an energy drink in the morning, since it was finals week and I neglected sleep to finish work. And it was a good 2-week phase. But by the end...
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I had such an energy drink addiction. It was crazy. I'd probably have like a Monster a day or something. It was like really bad.
And I was crashing out.
Honestly, replacing Monster with just like a shot of espresso black coffee, best thing you can do.
My body felt tired all the time.
I sound like such an old man saying that, bro.
Since I became dependent on this drink to wake me up. And it took another week before my body could adjust back. Maybe this is you right now. For those daily coffee drinkers, try a day without coffee in the morning and see how it turns out. But this addiction can't compare to the final boss of the 4. And that's the thing you're using to watch this video, or the thing in your pocket.
Le phone.
Your phone.
Phone, le bad!
Your phone and the internet is the gateway drug to everything else. It's the whole reason why these other addictions got so much worse. You can use your phone to goon, gamble online, and order a 12-pack of Red Bull in the case that your energy drink stash runs out. This device is a dopamine shot to get you stimulated. Whenever you're in a boring situation, you can easily escape by scrolling through Instagram or TikTok. Waiting in line at the...
Yeah, I uninstalled TikTok like 3 months ago. I'm really happy that I did that. It's funny because TikTok would actually keep me interested, so I kept scrolling. I still have YouTube Shorts on my phone because obviously I have the YouTube app on my phone. It comes with Shorts. But YouTube Shorts are just that dog shit, and just they do not know how to recommend you content that you watch, that I can't get hooked on it.
DMV, whip out your phone. Can't sleep? Fuck it, whip out your phone.
What about Reels? Yeah, I've got Instagram, but I just don't use Instagram. I don't know, like my brain just isn't wired to use it. So yeah, I mean, I got Reels.
Feeling horny? Whip out your phone. Then whip out your coffee. And this is why our dopamine receptors got fried. We got so used to the Subway surfers in the corner of our screen that everything else became dull. Nowadays, you could be talking to someone and mid-conversation, they'll be looking at their phone, checking some random irrelevant notification.
Yeah, I think the problem is with TikTok and short form content is like you can watch it for like an hour and be like, that was fun. And then if you get asked in a quiz, do you remember anything you just saw? You won't be able to give a single thing.
And I have to...
Oh, there was like a Family Guy clip or something. I don't know.
I have a problem with this. It gets so bad to the point where I work for 5 minutes, then go on a 20-minute scroll session. And whenever my iPhone updates me about my screen time, I low-key get ashamed because it's telling me that
everything in life tries to compete for your attention. Yeah, Drew Gooden was it? Yeah, Drew Gooden made a good video about that. Basically, like how everything is just vying for your attention now.
I'm a disappointment.
Because attention is basically a currency.
Yeah, my screen time was 5 hours a day and it went up 20% from last week. I'm sorry, okay? Maybe my mom was right. It is that damn phone.
What's my screen time? Should I check?
It's the 9-month guy. Just wanted to say that I used for 4 years and I'm not even 21 yet. Not a flex, but I think that like being on TikTok and constantly seeing videos promoting drug use played a part. It's all aimed for younger gen. It's sad.
4 years clean, not even 21. But I think it was like being on TikTok constantly. Seeing videos on drug use played a part. Damn. Well, happy that you're clean, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10. How do I check screen time? How do I check screen time on an Android? Digital well-being? Okay, it's on digital well-being. Hang on a second. What a terrible thing. Digital well-being.
You should look at a game called Bugger World. I adore the game and the soundtrack is such a banger. Also, you made my friend Ferretby cry a lot since you called him gay last stream.
Ferretby cry since you called him gay? Isn't that what you wanted me to do? Thank you, Shark, for the 10. Okay, this is my screen time. I will be honest here. I don't think that's bad. That's actually not that bad. It's pretty bad. Wait a second. Okay. That's what I got. That's like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, bro, the day before's even worse. Dude, the day before is actually terrible. Oh my god. Dude! 4 hours. Bro, it says 4.5 hours on Discord. 4.5 hours on Discord. Yeah, that's it. It's over. Is that in a week? That's not in a day, right? That's not in a day. Oh, thank God. No, it's okay. No. It's only 39 minutes a day. No. I'm saved. It's only 39 minutes a day. I'm saved. I thought that was 4 hours a day. Bruh, that would have been bad. No. I have business to conduct on Discord. All my editors are in like a server, so I do need to use it. But still, oh, whew. Close call there. Am I right?
Since I'm talking about this topic, it should be a wake-up call to get myself in a better habit. If you guys watch me from 2024, you guys know that I used to be into self-improvement, and I realized that I've let myself go over the past year.
Thank you, Mayday, for the 10.
Andy wanted to say I love the signed Slopwood poster. Also wanted to ask how the Fear and Hunger vid is doing. Much love.
Thank you for the 10. It's doing all right. Yeah, we've got there's a sponsored video coming out, I think, tomorrow, and I do talk about Fear and Hunger a bit in that as well.
My work ethic...
Business, so editors and commissions. Yeah, but shut up.
Decreased while my phone usage increased. So if there's anything to take away from this video, it's to be conscious of what we're doing. After I graduated college, I felt time zoom by. And it's important to use the limited time we have on something valuable. A little less scrolling and a little more enjoying life. So, you know, get off TikTok and social media and use your screen time to watch my videos, you know?
The problem is a lot of people make this argument where it's like, get off your phone, go out and touch grass. But the main reason why a lot of people end up using the internet so much is because there's like fuck all to do. Like, dude, I've seen so many people that live in America and it's like, you walk outside and it's just like GM flat grass, Gary's mod. Like, it sucks. Genuinely. I think it's good that we have the internet. I think it's a really good social tool. But yeah, I mean, obviously there is too much gooning, and that's coming from me.
And you might as well like and subscribe while you're at it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Why did he do that like it was a PewDiePie video, dude? My name is PewDiePie. Bro fished. All right. That's me done. I'm done for today. Bit of a shorter stream than usual, but... Because I should not have, but I promised to do FNAF tomorrow, so I need to go do some business work in the background. And I want to go finish System Shock. So, I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow for the FNAF stream. I gotta wash my hair, bro. Look at this. Looking like a rag right now. But yeah, FNAF tomorrow. I'm so excited, guys. I can't wait. No, I can wait. I might even use the shitty mic, actually. I think I might use the shitty mic. That'd be quite funny. That's a good idea, actually. I'll do that. All right. Catch you guys later. Have a good evening, day, whatever. Bye-bye.